Did you know that knowledge of our heroes was passed down to us by people telling stories from generation to generation, from the loggers of the Northeast all the way out to the pioneers in the covered wagons that traveled westward on the plains? They began as popular tales of simple men who did mighty things. The stories of their deeds grew with every retelling into the legends that forged our national backbone. These tales not only gave hope and laughter to early Americans, the settlers, pioneers, immigrants, freed slaves, men, women, and children. They gave them the common ground of myth and legend, fueling their courage to push back the frontier and build this great country of ours together. Our first tale fired the hearts of Americans in the Allegheny Mountains in 1872. It glorified the Herculean efforts of a freed slave named John Henry. One of the earliest African-American role models, he was proudly proclaimed in old-time spirituals and work songs. Over the years, his legend grew. People all over the nation came to respect his memory and learn of his great deed, pitting his own flesh and blood against the gears and wheels of an encroaching modern machine. They say that everything about John was extra, extra large, like his hammer, his appetite, his belief that he could move mountains. At a time when African Americans had just begun to make their place in the world, he was a towering example of leadership and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, John Henry.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Nermeen Sheikh. As we go now to the controversy around the award-winning film director, Quentin Tarantino. On October 24th, Democracy Now! Was down at Washington Square Park. There was a major protest there. Quentin Tarantino spoke at the Rise Up October rally against police brutality before thousands of people here in New York City.
I got something to say, but actually I would like to give my time to the families that want to talk. I want to give my time to the families. However, I just do also want to say, what am I doing here? I'm doing here because I am a human being with a conscience. And when I see murder, I cannot stand by. And I have to call the murdered, and I have to call the murderers, the murderers. Now I want to give my time to the family.
Quentin Tarantino's comments have come under intense criticism. Several major police unions have called for a boycott of his films. On Wednesday night, Tarantino defended his remarks on All In with Chris Hayes.
Now, in the case of Walter Scott, who was the man running in the park and was shot in the back, in the case of Sam DuBose, I believe those were murder, and they were deemed murder. And the reason, and the only reason they were deemed murder is because the incidences were caught on video. However, if they had not been caught on video, the murderers would have gotten away with their murder. In the case of Eric Gardner, in the case of Tamir Rice, I believe that those were murders, but they were exonerated.
That was award-winning film director Quentin Tarantino speaking on Chris Hayes last night. So Viggo Mortensen, could you respond to this controversy?
Well, I saw both the clip of what he said on the 24th of October, and I saw him on All In last night with Chris Hayes, and I thought that Quentin Tarantino knocked it out of the park in his interview last night. He clearly saw what anybody with eyes in their head could see in certain videos. Fortunately, those certain events were videotaped of police brutality. He was commenting like the people, the families of those who've been slain by police officers, unarmed people. You know, in some cases, those acts have been condemned, you know, have been called murder, and in other cases they have controversially not been. You know, what happened on Staten Island, you know, recently, and in other places. even though they were videotaped and all could see what was going on. You know, clearly there is it's a small minority, obviously, and it is a problem of police officers, not just in New York and not just in Missouri and, you know, not just in the South, but all over the country. There are some individuals who break the law, who are committing criminal acts as police officers, who are murdering, who are using excessive force. But what's more troubling, and that's part of the reaction, the backlash against Tarantino, is the condoning, the tacit condoning of these abuses of power by certain police officers, by their bosses, by people who should know better. Quentin Tarantino did not say that all cops are murderers. He didn't say, I hate cops. Never said any of those things. He said, certain things that I have seen and that everyone has seen are wrong, and I'm bearing witness. You know, that's what the Howard Zinn book and Twilight of Empire are about. They're about bearing witness.
So police unions are calling for a boycott of his film that's coming out, The Hateful Eight. Interestingly, you turned down a role in The Hateful Eight. You also auditioned for his film Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, when he's early in his career, his first, you know, big feature, Reservoir Dogs, I did audition for that, and that was fun. And I was lucky to meet Quentin again about a year ago before he was going to shoot The Hateful Eight. I simply wasn't available. It wasn't that I turned it down, I just wasn't available to do it, but I had a really great conversation with him.
So Mark Ruffalo, the musician Tom Morello, the great author Joyce Carol Oates, they have all come out in support of Tarantino. Do you join that list?
Absolutely, but it's not just Tarantino. It's about all the other people that were there on the 24th. It's not, you know, just being someone in the entertainment business does not give you more right than anyone else to speak, and it certainly doesn't give you less right. You know, the way that the police authority figures are speaking against Tarantino is by making irrelevant moral judgments about his movies. You know. To attack him, and that will work, you know, with a certain part of the population who likes to think, well, everything that's done in the movie business is, you know, it's Sodom and Gomorrah, and, you know, these people shouldn't be allowed to speak, and so forth. I mean, I don't think anything I say on this program today is going to be a problem for me as far as big reaction, because I'm not, you know, I mean, people see my movies, fortunately, but I'm not. It's not like when Lord of the Rings came out, then I was more in the news along with the rest of the cast, you know, because those movies were a box office phenomenon. But I was, you know, mercilessly attacked and slandered by all kinds of people just for saying in 2000, I remember 2002, I think I was on Charlie Rose and in other places when I was asked what I thought about, you know, what was going on, or the build-up to war in Iraq. I just said, well, it's wrong. It's obviously there's no justification for it. And I got hundreds of emails a day for months and months saying, you know, why don't you move to France, and much worse, and, you know, that I was a traitor and a coward and so forth. And, yes, I didn't have a right to speak. This is what they do to Quentin, saying, you're a movie maker, you don't have a right to speak. Let the politicians speak about politics. Well, I think that letting our rulers decide how to govern us is not, we haven't had a great history there.
Well, I want to go back to 2002. Before the U.S. entered the war in Iraq, you appeared on Charlie Rose along with fellow Lord of the Rings actor Elijah Wood and producer Peter Jackson. You wore a T-shirt that said, "No more blood for oil." Charlie Rose asked if you were making a political statement by wearing that shirt.
I wouldn't normally, but it's sort of a reaction to, I've heard a lot of people say to me, and I've read in a lot of places about the first movie and increasingly about the second one. I've seen where people try to relate it to, you know, current situation, specifically the United States and their role in the world right now. And if you're going to compare, then you should get it right. You know, I don't like hearing, you know, I mean, I played a character who's defending Helm's Deep, you know, and I don't think that the Two Towers or Tolkien's writing or Peter's work or our work has anything to do with the United States foreign adventures you know, at this time, and it upsets me to hear that in a way, and it upsets me even more that questioning what's going on right now, what the United States is doing, is considered treasonous, really, and how dare you say that, and how un-American of you. And really, this country is founded on the principle that if the government isn't serving the people, you at least have the right to say, wait a minute, what's going on? And there's no questions really being asked at large about what we're doing.
That was your appearance on Charlie Rose in 2002. So could you talk about the response that you received to what you said that evening on Charlie Rose?
Well, there were some people, you know, friends of mine, or people who are among those who do like to find out, who do like to see what's going on and think for themselves, who felt that it was a good thing to speak up, you know. And yes, I was there to promote the movie, and there are some who would say, well, you know, you're there to talk about the movie, don't talk about that. He asked me about the shirt I was wearing, so I answered. And there are times where...
You made the No More Blood for Oil t-shirt yourself.
No More Blood for Oil, yeah. And yeah, with a Sharpie before going in there, and on a white t-shirt. I think there's times where you have to speak up, or you should, or you look back and you think, you know, I should have said something, because I knew better. And that goes for most of Congress, you know, in 2002 and 2003. This interview that you just showed a clip from was in the fall of 2002. And I think on that show, at one point, whether it was on the air or not, I don't remember, Charlie said, well, how do you know, why are you saying there's going to be an invasion of Iraq? And I said, well, you know, today I was opened the fashion section of the New York Times, and they were showing all the new military uniforms. I mean, this is a movie that's obviously greenlit and well on its way in pre-production, and it's ready to go.
And you weren't talking about Lord of the Rings, you were talking about the movie.
The invasion of Iraq, you know, under false pretenses, you know, and I don't know. Yeah, no, I got a lot, because those movies, that was when the second one was coming out, The Two Towers, and so all of us who were involved in that trilogy were suddenly very popular. And just as is the case with Quentin Tarantino now, speaking about, you know, police brutality and the condoning of it by the authorities within police departments, I got a lot of crap at the time, you know, tons of it, on a daily basis for months and months, that I was a traitor, that I should, you know, move to France, as I say, and then much worse, you know. And this is what routinely happens. I mean, Quentin Tarantino didn't say anything that many other people have said, but because he is a public figure and he will be making the rounds and be doing interviews for months to come, and, you know, probably go to the Oscars with his movie, The Hateful Eight, and so forth, they attack that movie and are trying to make you know, people boycott it and so forth. I mean, I have a feeling that probably more people will go see his movie than would have anyway. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But sometimes you do lose employment. You do.
Have you ever?
I don't know. I know that I mean, I have gotten emails at times when I have said something critical of U.S. foreign policy, whether it be with regard to the government of Israel or problems in the Middle East, problems in Latin America. When I've spoken about, you know, something that's a long tradition in this country. I mean, even in recent history, the Clinton doctrine, Bill Clinton doctrine, basically says that the United States reserves the right to use unilateral military force anytime, anywhere that you know, it feels that it doesn't have access to foreign markets or resources, anytime it wants to enforce its you know, geopolitical ambitions. I mean, that's crazy. That's tyranny. And George W. Bush didn't do anything new. He just followed that doctrine, and so has Barack Obama. You know, I saw an excellent show you had on here with Jeremy Scahill talking about the drone papers. I mean, everybody should see that, you know. I want to see, I want to know, and when I saw that show, I sent that link to everybody I knew, and many people I didn't know. And whether they looked at it or not, I don't know, but there are times where you have to say something. I felt at that moment in 2002, in the fall of 2002, I was in New York City, and here we were, you know, New York City, where the year before, you know, September 11th and all that. And just there are certain things that can't be left alone without comment, I think.
Born in escaped into the hills of Portland. When the First Maroon War erupted in 1720 to 1739, she led her warriors in a war against the mighty British Army, suffering few losses and inflicting heavy damage. She established a tradition of strength and leadership among women. A mistress of the art of guerrilla warfare, she kept the spirit of the people high, even when staring defeat in the face. She dealt with all the needs of the people, acting as planner, judge, teacher, commander-in-chief, architect, medical advisor, spiritual advisor, and mother. These roles are all necessary in a society, and it is the duty of a leader to see that they are fulfilled. Queen Anne not only carried them out herself, but also trained others to perform these tasks so that the people were properly served. Annie of the Maroons died in 1750. Try and remember, do you remember? Do you remember?
Good night. This is the Cutting Edge, and I reckon we'll be with you next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we give thanks. You know, so we could have somewhere, but we choose to be here. In the background here, Joy White, long time sister from long time, Joy White. Before that, here Junior Sinclair giving you a little history and nanny, and then before that, you hear Brent Dow. The late great Brent Dow, who used to lead sing for the Melodians. So there with you know, say, why the place full of things. But we're not going to do the full of the things them tonight. Yeah. We're going to do something. We're going to do our own thing. We want to do 2 interviews, and then we want to play. We want to play a tape we play a while back. We are waiting for people to ask if we play it again, and we decided so we're going to play it now because we are continuing the journey. You know, the Black History. We're not wait till February because you know, so from the year start, we don't come off of the Black History, Black Consciousness, and we take the journey through to Paul Bogle. You understand? And we want to show you a level of slavery where most Jamaican people don't know about. In a Jamaica, we are carry you into Jamaica rather than carry you going to America. And most of the time when you hear about different slavery things, in that, we tend to go into America feed. Well, there are certain things that take place in Jamaica during slavery where we need to make the people them know. You know, Queen Elizabeth, when approached about reparation and apology, Queen Elizabeth said, in those days, it was legal. It wasn't outlawed, it was legal. So she don't really have nothing to say about it because it was legal at that time to have slaves. Well, we who come here so now recognize the illegality of slavery. And we say part of that was perpetuated by quotes from the Bible, where it is said that the slave must be obedient to his master. The slave must be obedient to his master. That is in the New Testament. Now, if the Bible said the slave must be obedient to his master, you know, it pacify the slave. That even if the slave did want to try a thing for free himself, the guy just turn the Bible and just show you, say, you know, see the word of God show you, say, you must be obedient to your master. Where you try run with her. And the word of God said that, you know. Said the word of God said that. You know, say a whole heap of slave get pacified by that. And we see that right now in a Jamaica, yeah, where the Bible pacify a whole heap of people who think say them are not slave, but them a slave. And we quote Harriet Tubman again, Harriet Tubman who lead the Underground Rail, who was freeing Africans from the south to the north, say, I have freed many as slaves, and I could have freed more if only they knew they were slaves. If only they knew they were slaves. So you have a whole heap of slaves that run up and down about the place and know where don't know so them are slaves. So the pacifying of slaves come through a lot of times because people fail to question the religion that was given to them, or they are so in illusion and they don't know it is an illusion. And we know that you can use illusion, but the only way you can use an illusion if you know it's an illusion. Because if you don't know it's an illusion, you know, it's going to carry all over the place and sink you. So if we only knew that what they were giving us was an illusion, we could have used the illusion to free ourselves. And trust me, a lot of we use the illusion there and free ourselves. But the majority of slaves don't know it's an illusion. And they get caught up in it and be pacified. So we still have a house slave, we still have field slave, bossy slave, jacket and tie slave, ballad slave, all sorts of slave all over the place. Still I maintain the slave master's way of seeing things. The slave master's way of viewing the world. So we see the world through their spectacle. Even God, we see through their spectacle. Marcus Garvey come tell me, say, we must see God through our own spectacle. Because the white man has see God through a white spectacle, and the Jew has see God through the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Marcus Garvey said, we, though late it might be, must recognize God through our own spectacle, through the spectacle of Ethiopia. Marcus Garvey said that in the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey. We want to quote that to the people them, because sometimes when you hear a man say image, and when you look upon eye, you have to say how life start. And when people looking at the sky, they might expect to say an image come out of the sky, come save them. No man knowing that the sky come save you. Because the earth, you know, the earth is kind, the earth is almost, you have to take up a grain of sand off of the shore, and just one, that is many grain of sand, because right now you can't even take up a grain of sand. But if you take up many sand and drop it back in this beach, you know, that is, when you look on it, you can identify the sun where it is in your hand from the sun where it's on the ground, you know. That is the earth in relationship to the galaxies and the universe. That the earth is an insignificant part of the whole thing. In other words, the whole thing can exist without the earth, you know. But the earth can't exist without the whole thing. So the sun there, the moon there, and all the things them that surround it, gravity pull, gravity feed, all of the things them. eat, air and water, sustain the earth and human beings. But we believe, say, we are the most important and significant thing in the galaxy, in the universe. And we behave that way, not knowing that we are just a little speck. Speck. You go out there and look down, you don't even see the earth. You wonder which part of the earth there. Billions and billions and billions of miles, light years. You're moving, and all you can see just planets in stars in sun, and it just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Infinity. But we there so, and we go on like there's a man in the sky who have come down out of the sky, come save human beings from themselves. I tell you, it's a weird thinking, considering what we now know of the stars and the galaxies and the planets and the millions and trillions of miles that exist, infinity, that go on and on and on and on and on. As we are say, one little speck of sun on the shore. That is how the earth is to the whole scheme of things that exist all over. We are just that little speck. And it is the human beings are going like and are going like. But them teach you that. Them teacher said there is a man in the sky, a white man at that, I come save black people from white man oppression. So we continue the journey that Harriet Tubman said we freed many slaves, but we could have freed more if only they knew there were slaves. And man like Paul Bogle come, Sam Sharp, Taki, woman like Nani, Marcus Garvey, come to try a thing. And we have to keep reliving, reshaping and redefining the same very thing that will come out of. And we keep using dear spectacle to view ourselves. The definition of self cannot be only through the eyes of those who have created devastation and havoc on the planet. Those who have created devastation and havoc on the planet, against the planet. We must not allow them to define our way of life and our understanding of things. Because what we say is a destruction of nature. And African people are nature people. African people are nature people. We come out of the center of the earth, what them call the equator, the largest part of the circle. When you go right round, it is the sun, the incubator, the people them of the sun, that when the Greeks go across the Sahara and see these people that was melanin injected, they call us Ethiopians, or to be translated, land of the burned faces, the Ethiopia. Land of the burned faces, because they could not understand how the hell these people have this kind of skin and this complexion. But it was the sun in the sky that gave us that life, that energy. And then them twist it and turn it now and call about the sun in the sky. S-O-N. So we now look for the sun to come out of the sky, but here we know. The sun is 93 million miles from the earth. And believe you me, you don't want it come nearer, or you don't want the earth go nearer than that. Because in the summer, when this earth is at almost its nearest to the sun, you see all the time hot. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you go a million more miles near to the earth, the sun was nearer to the earth, what would happen in the summer? It would be terrible. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge and RFM. We're there with you. So we just talk about how them use them illusion against we. And the problem with it, you know, is that them know says illusion, you know, but you see, them know how to use it. At time we wake up to this illusion and know says illusion. As I said before, the only way you can use illusion is if you know says illusion. If you don't know says illusion, you're going to live in blissful ignorance. Because that them tell you to, you know, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is stupidity most of the time. So what we are saying is that we who know that the sun, the S-U-N, is the most powerful thing to maintain and sustain life on earth. And without the sun, there would be no life on the earth and the planet. And the first man or woman, when them realize how important the sun is the first worshipping sign. The first thing man worship was the sun. Because the sun is the sustainer of all life on earth. But now we see them use the sun in a different way. And them say the sun in the sky and it going to come out one day. So every man say, God, son. That them say, you know, God's son. And the Egyptian them say Osiris, Horus, and Isis. And Horus is the sun. And then them show you the black Madonna with the child. The Pope bow down in front of the black Madonna and child. And the black Madonna and child come down to be Mary, the Virgin Mary, and her son. And you saw them take it from one level to the next level, you know. So when we catch it now, we say, Holy Mary, Mother of God. You hear them tell you say? You hear them say in the Roman Catholic Church, Holy Mary, Mother of God. In other words, they might give God a mother, you know. And then them say, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So them left out Mary out of that now, you know. Because a woman that now, them left out the Madonna out of that Trinity. So them say, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. But them don't know, says the sun in the sky, you know. But them not tell you that. Them tell you, say that man is the sun. So you now must formulate in your mind how the man stay. So them say, don't worry. We're going to shape a man in our own image and gear. So them shape a man will look like them and paint all sort of picture. And the same black man were in the oppression where the man put him in. Look on the man where them give him on him wall and say, I feed them savior that. So every time you look on this white man portrait, you say, are you savior that, you know, the Son of God? And the Son of God, no, they ain't no farmer, no man, you know. And the sun in the sky, the original context in which it was used was the sun in the sky, the S-U-N. But you hear them tell you, them say, you must not worship the creation. You must worship the creator. But guess what? Nobody no know the creator. All the creator thing we are talking about, you imagine that in your head. And every concept of God come from man. There's no concept of God that not that never emanate from man's mind and his quest to understand himself and him place in this earth, in this universe. So him come out of the realms now of the sun in the sky and then start telling say, look here, you see sun worshippers, them are pagan. And then you start to look on paganism as something evil and something weird and strange. And then you say, no man, there's no name that you can be saved, but the only name that you can be saved is the name of Jesus. No other name. So him give you this illusion now and say, it's Jesus you must work with, Not the Son, the S-U-N. It's the S-O-N you must worship. And then him say, we're going to wait on our soon coming king. And your great grandmother sit down and wait for the soon coming king and soon can't come. A long time them tell you say, the sun are going to come. And the sun, well, you know, the sun now move. The sun going down in the sky until it burn out the earth. And then when man pack up in plastic buckle them and pack up all him dead trap them, him atomic bombs and nuclear this and nuclear devices, and go and make it miserable for our life form exists on this planet. Because mark you, man can't destroy the planet. Him could have deal, him can't destroy the planet. But guess what? The planet will destroy, man. Because when the planet all belch, and when the planet cry, like how I see the planet a cry now in Jamaica, and me I say, too much rain a fall, Then I deal with say too much rain, but me I tell you, man, it never rain, but it pour. I mean, I tell you, rain does a fall, so rain has a fall. You see, when the planet vomit, man feel it. No sun now come. The sun going dead, so for millions of years, all when the earth burn out and destroyed and gone in our next stage of its evolution. The sun will still be there because you know the sun is just one of millions of sun in the sky. As a matter of fact, the sun is the nearest star to the earth. Well, if people don't like you talk them way there now. Because when you're religious, like hear certain things, fashion that is not religious. The sun is the nearest star in the sky, in the earth, near to the earth. And you have many moons around many planets. The earth you can only see one moon around this planet. But if you look at other planets, there are many moons surrounding those planets. So when man get on the earth and go and like say, is only with him they exist. And the whole thing revolve around him. Like when Galileo said to the Pope, well, him never said to the Pope, but him say that it is the earth that revolve around the sun. And the Pope called him and said, look, you cannot say that. Because the Bible says, Joshua commanded the sun to stand still. People believe that, Because when you try to tell a Christian, say, look here, Joshua, our man can command the sun to stand still. It is presupposing that the sun was moving. And when the Pope said, you cannot say that because the Bible said Joshua commanded the sun to stand still. Therefore, the sun was moving until Joshua commanded to stand still. Galileo said, look here, whether you want to say it or me want to say it, the reality of it is that it is the earth that is revolving around the sun. And that was the end of Galileo. He was placed on a little island and exiled there for the rest of his life because he makes such a bold statement that is the earth that revolves around the sun. And now we come know. Now we come know scientifically say the reason why we get winter, spring, summer, autumn, the reason why we go to Finland the other day, I mean not see no night there. I mean they don't have to sing a tune say no night in Zion, there's no night. I mean not say Finland and no Zion. I mean go to Finland, I mean not see no night from me go there, I mean not see no night there. And not the first me go there and see that. I mean no say a whole heap of people that never experienced that. Where him there in a place and all 3 months straight, him not see no night. And then the next 3 months you see next time in the year you see pure night, no day. Because you know see no sun. You tell certain people that them say Muta a madman, how am I say? But me go experience it. And me, you know why that happened. You don't believe that. You know why it happened. We know why one time, in a certain time of the year, the sun, the time hot, and in a certain time of the year, the time warm. We know why these things happen. Certain people don't like hear it because it's not in keeping with them religious belief and religious perspective. So them prefer put that kind of, what them call it, a imaginary face upon the thing. Because them believe it is so it go. Belief is not knowledge. And if you know something, you don't need to believe nothing. If you know the thing you don't believe, you don't have to believe. Believe don't carry you nowhere. It's better you doubt than to believe. Because it's in doubt, you go and search. And it's in searching, you say seek, is knowledge you look for. So people who believe this and believe that and believe this, and then come use it like say, is truth. Because most of the things we're surrounded by, is belief, But people say, this is the truth. The truth is that this and that happen. No go so. Because when you hold it up in front of the mirror, you realize, but that's not true that. I believe you believe that. Or you tell me the thing like that truth. There's no the truth neither when you really think of it. There's no the truth. I mean, I said the truth is. No. A truth we are work with.
Nations of the world, irrespective of classification, color, or creed, whether you're of the old or new breed, will one day come together under the umbrella of peace, love, and respect for each other. And I, Junior Shindig Sinclair, saying, you must always be willing to forgive, but never forget where you're coming from. Do you remember our national heroes? 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 Samuel Sharp, born in 1801 in Montego Bay. Sam Sharp is a major figure in the history of the human struggle for the freedom against oppression, of might against right, and of free labor against slavery. His struggle culminated in the Baptist War of the 1831-1832, which was a major factor in granting freedom to some 500,000 black people in the British Empire, the greatest imperial power in the 19th century. He grew up as a house slave and was well educated by his master, also named Samuel Sharp. His campaign, now hailed as the Western Liberation Uprising, and by others as the Emancipation Rebellion, was the 29th major violent attack by the slaves against the planters. It adds eloquent proof that the African people taken to Jamaica never accepted their condition to this desecration of their human rights. The brutalized people started meeting at night, reading newspapers from Europe, telling of the fight against the system. But there was no reprieve. In 1831, Sam Sharp started plotting with the other Baptist class leaders in Hanover, St. James, and Trelawney to stage a strike after the Christmas holidays of December 25th and 27th. They believed that Queen Victoria of Britain had granted freedom, and the planters had refused to obey the law. They would therefore have to take freedom by force. On December 28, 1831, after the planters' order to return to work, the revolt started with the burning of Pensington Estate in the hills of St. James, then the Palmyra on the coast, and the night lit up like stars in the sky. The planters of all western parishes fled to the towns with their families. 14 white people were killed, and dozens of great houses, factories, and fields were destroyed, and a martial law declared. Between 25,000 and 40,000 withdrew their labor. It was one of history's great resistance movements, a response to over 200 years of oppression. The power of guns restored control to the authorities, and 750 were found guilty, of whom 580 were executed. Daddy Sharp, as he was called by his followers, surrendered in Montego Bay and claimed sole responsibility for planning and executing the insurrection. Sentenced to death as he expected, Daddy Sharp spoke for all mankind the following immortal words as he gazed at the gallows in Montego Bay Market. I would rather die upon yonder gallows than live in slavery. On that very day, the British Parliament established a committee to plan for the abandonment of the evil system. Samuel Sharp, Baptist preacher, teacher, and class leader, had not died in vain in 1832. Try and
Ken Boot.
There was a guy from Spain, Christopher Columbus was his name. Down in the West Indies is where he gained his fame. A lot of black people went down the drain. Sin in taking a nation that was born to be free and brought down there in captivity. There was a guy from Spain, Christopher Columbus was his name. Down in the West Indies is where he gained his fame. A lot of black people went down the drain. Merchandise. How can a man discover the land that already populated with Indians? There was a guy from Spain, Christopher Columbus was his name. Down in the West Indies is where he gained his fame. A lot of black people went down the drain.
Yeah, listen to the Itals a long time tune that you know, but me I tell you man, it's you play it in a party, it's gone up. So you know say next week, the 12th to the 15th, Long Bay Beach come alive. Long Bay Beach come alive, the High Times Jamaican World Cannabis Cup, Rastafari Roots Fest, host High Times Jamaican World Cannabis Cup, a 4-day event, you know, celebrating Rastafari liberty and history. And Ganja, look what me live to say. Look what we live to say, do I? Look what we live to say. Ganja, I get promoted as a festival in a Jamaica by one of the by one of the most famous Ganja magazines. Where from a long time, me see this magazine about the place, and now we say in collaboration with Rastafari and High Times. And guess what? You can bring your own ganja and smoke your own ganja in front of the minister there. I tell you, it's sweet, me. So, alright, sir. Why, I tell you, hey, you see all them persecution the way I go through? I tell you, now I go be in vain. Believe you me. Okay? Different show. First one?
Yeah, the pause of the most.
Rastafari, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Strength. Honor, you know?
Yes.
Give thanks, man. I listened to the preamble a while ago, you know, and I said to myself, Rastafari, you know, this is, anytime we get to talk about this event, yeah, they all like different emotions, them come up, you know, from the down pressure where I face to the joy, you know, of this type of a liberation, and knowing now, say, and I remain advocate for the liberalization of one's mind.
Yes.
I know the weed, you know, and their mind, you know, and their mind want free up, because weed man free.
The weed done free already. The weed done free already.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, we never know the item involved in it. Well, we can tell the item, the ones them who are listening, say, this is the bridge who involved with Rastafari Indigenous Village, a man thing.
Yes, sir.
And Rastafari Roots Fest, coordinator of Rastafari participation in the Cannabis Cup. First man.
Yes, sir.
No second man, first man.
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me your participation in the High Times Jamaican Cannabis Cup now.
Well, you know what, man? You see, once this thing start to manifest itself, which is I get it through Ras IRV. You know, and in touching base with Ras IRV, well, even before that, once this law thing, you know, embedded in this journey, then the whole thing, you know, it start to free up and Ras IRV, you know, touch base and engage the High Times ones with the idea, you know, because we want to get that perspective clear to, you know. So it's not high time. The approach is really Ras Ayavi and the Westmoreland family that made the approach and seek the partnership, and it's important for one to understand that word in opposed to sponsorship. So really and truly, Ras Ayavi has been this advocate for economic development. And one know Ayavi, then can always matter about economic, A nation cannot exist without it. So and this advocacy where Ayavi always depend. So once the thing happen, in the law where it actually says that organization or individuals can basically who are there into the Rastafari faith can have these privilege to put on the event, So Ras Ayavi's approach to the event was that even as an individual, it has to be Rastafari. So he started the process by sending out different letters to the mansions and groups of Rastafari, seeking full participation from them, knowing that this event had to represent Rastafari even though he is an individual that is putting it on. So these letters came to Rastafari Indigenous Village as well. And I thought that we had something to offer to the whole process, because really and truly, doing anything in economics surrounding Rastafari or take a level of, you have to think about whole heap of things different from what other one would have to think about commercialization, representation and all of these things. So I think that in doing Rastafari Indigenous Village for 7 years now and carrying a type of representation of Rastafari that is authentic, we think that I could lend something to the process, into the reasoning, into the actual doing of it. And, seating also upon this advisory committee that was embedded in the law to ensure that when the minister will make decisions in relation to Rastafari, that it is Rastafari being consulted on how he should move and so on. So
hold on there. Explain to the people them what is the Rastafari Indigenous Village that you represent.
All right, so the Rastafari Indigenous Village now is a space that I family, the Iron Station, Crocus about Rasta, them where once them would have need no friend down in a Montego Bay. Yeah, we had an inner city type of movement, where really and truly the same thing, land issue and so on. So we as indigenous ones now, and I needed a space because we find ourselves mainly in the town, and it never carried a full representation there of how I live on a daily basis. And what I do in the town, I would bring out all the indigenous craft and so on and so forth. And then I street a back with the police in a parade, and I did then fire there, you right?
Yeah, man, man. You stop.
Okay,
you stop,
man.
man.
You don't know what going on. You just come like either a call go through. But yeah, I there back till in a parade now start get away with I did then I People's Arcade. How then I People's Arcade now it reached to a stage where the ones them now man just start dead in there. Enough. Gunshot every day. So and I seek for a place now where I could still carry out that part of I. So we go further over across a river in a Portobello, and over there so now I still continue with the manufacturing of indigenous things, and I now seek now to bring the ones them to that space where with a more represent with a more carry vibration. So we create this village space, with a focus on economics, because it's 3P to sustainability, so the village represent that. Preserving the culture, then protecting the culture, and then promoting the culture for its sustainability. So that is the essence of what all of even the event and everything in terms of this Rastafari Roots Fest, because that is what we want the ones them to know. Rastafari Roots Fest is hosting the Cannabis Cup. This is a Rastafari initiative. So it's the same thing with the village. It's a Rastafari initiative, and I deciding within this 21st century how I can assimilate with Babylon, and really live Rastafari and make that be who I is in with full representation. So instead of I working for some Indian man and like what I used to do, I now sit up and just develop the creativity of Rastafari. Ones and ones come through, so we have tours where the ones them come through and different days of the week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But everything is by reservation.
You know, so me send ones down there from foreign already do. You know, so me send.
They use words too, I am sure I say.
Yeah, me say.
Yeah, man, I do that too.
Me send one from California down there too. School youth, them in a bus, big bus and all.
Yes, I. And then come through fire and I get with real joy in sharing Rastafari through the presence of Haile Selassie too, you know, because when Ethiopia did get to a particular stage, you know, Haile Selassie decided that the people of the world, the leaders of the country could not just protect Ethiopia. So we had to introduce Ethiopia and what it meant to the world. And that was how tourism actually started in Ethiopia. So right now the Jamaican government and the people of Jamaica alone can't protect I and I neither. So I have to share this culture in the rootical way. And that is what the village really represents. You know, a place where you can get chocolate, tea, everything, dreadnought. You know, still a move with the times, but still now I embrace that ancient order. And that's what
modern but not Western.
Well.
Modern but not Western.
Yes, I.
All right, sir.
You know, sir, with your permission, I would want to use that motor if I could have.
I know me originate it, man. Use it anyway you want to use it. For a long time I use it. So I just continuation.
Yes.
Modern but not
Western. Now, or Godongai Festival. In that, over on one side, you have high times now a feature all like new ways them how herbs are being used scientifically and so on, and you know different type of. So they are bringing, them are bringing the machine them and the equipment them. Yes, for the function. It's sure one where the thing really reach. But over on the Rastafari village side now, you really will find the steamers them where come from different members of the family youth initiative council and different Ira ones now who still show you from the bun chalice to the steamers to where Rastafari now would even evolve it, because even like I know they would in a full agreement now as a one who don't smoke. So the way I know would did use the herb in our traditional way, and to which part of the world they with the herb you know. And I probably would have using a giant or the bun chalice would still consider to be the most unhealthy form. But it's still that's now and I know still evolving to the steamers, you know, in an indigenous way, same way. So we still have that now where I know still carry the journey, you know, one particular way using natural material, while them one they still use glass and thing, but them still it's another levels where I have to pay attention to look at it, because it's still like give you the herb now at its highest potential. You know, so yeah. Really and truly, I did suspicious enough I something them did dabbing and the whole heap of thing, but since I start journeying I ganja vibes a fireball and I dip of it, you know, and I meet the people them and I see how them I use it and thing.
I want to tell you something, you know, what people ask me. So when you go foreign where you eat, I mean I show them say, me find more things to eat a foreign than Jamaica. So when I talk about eat, no, when I talk about Burger King and Kentucky, when I talk about organic food. When we go to a certain place of California, and we're in Amsterdam and certain part of Germany, we're going to a certain, what them call health food store. You see things in the way, they must show you say, non-GMO. They must show you say, no this, no that.
Yeah.
And when you're there in Jamaica, you can't separate fertilizer pop chow from pop chow we grow organically. When you go foreign, you can't separate them. You can decide if you want that or if you want this. So, we don't have no problem.
It's a scary place in a fire. The market, you know, I'll tell them, you know, so there is a study done in a Jamaica for true, you know. And it say if an epidemic broke out in a Jamaica, you know, more than likely through the market it all coming up.
The epidemic no broke out already, Bridget. Watch out. I want the epidemic I walk out the place, you know. You don't know. You know, to the baby them gone.
Different farm.
Yeah, man.
Mental farm.
Watch out. The gunman catch you out the road, you know. You kill yourself in your kitchen. All right, so Bridget, what is the high part down there on the site itself?
All right, so you want to know. So even if they did not touch your food now, So it's the Rastafari village component of it, the representation of Rastafari coming forward from where I did a show there, I know. That kind of inclusion where IRV put forward, which is tents, to the Rastafari mansion. So for the first time for true, historically, and I will see, the Bobo Shanti, the Naya Bingi, School of Vision, the House of Dread, seated up now under one space. You understand what I say? 12 tribe quite possibly too as well, Youth Initiative Council. So for I role now is really the Rastafari community component of it, So just kind of make sure now, say, once they enter into Negril, the community enter into Negril, as best as possible, the community is taken care of. So that means...
so you're like a coordinator there. You're a coordinator.
Yeah, so find accommodation to make sure say, the mansion, them there, make sure say Negril is abreast of how I would want that representation to be, because I don't know a rent-a-dread culture down there. So I know still have to liaise with them now to make them know the importance. And even the way all the I know kind of represent, like when they would answer I times first, I know I put it in them heads, so you have to say Rastafari Roots Fest. A host the High Times Cannabis Cup, because what happened the High Times is really a big brand for true, And as a result of that, it can really if we don't know what we have to overpower the Rastafari component of it, which that is really what gets the exemption, this historical, sacramental event exemption kind of vibration of fire is unprecedented around the world, really, And so that not that other place, because you have Cannabis Cup and you know about Cannabis Cup in America, but this thing is unique to the foundation that roots.
Because Rasta did not push that from over the years in a Negril too, Yes, because the big up thing of ganja was Negril,
Yes, sir.
Right now Westmoreland there,
It's true, and even when I listen to Rick Hughes from the High Times and him reason it, when him give the layout, of how the whole thing started, it's really them little plane there. We have fly the herbs and make New York, America, and them places lively. I just Jamaican ganja. If I not smoke Jamaican ganja,
Orange Hill.
You're not them nothing. So a big brand that I interact with, and in interacting with those brands, then the Rastafari component of it, which is the healing of the herb, the meditation of the herb, is different from those who know would say they get to the dog of the herb, or they you understand what I deal with? Or other ones represent the herb.
Recreation of the herb.
Recreation. Yes, so the tobacco with the herb, and all about this with the herb, so I know really I try to bring from the front now. In our balanced way, this meditation of what it means to use the herb as Rastafari, to ensure that the signals them and the message them don't get mixed up. So the essence of bringing Rastafari into that space and fair process now is to ensure that, for the 4 days, Rastafari is properly represented in terms of all Rasta. It's a big event, it's an international event, so the food them can keep at a temperature. Ashanti is expected to be there.
Red, I can tell you 2 things where I can tell you something where I experienced. A bridging of mine from Baltimore. I had talk about him, and him call I this morning, and I said, right, some Monday me I talk about you. I never know you there. I say, him come for the cannabis thing. So I say, somebody really want to bring something for me, but you're there already. He said, no man, Muta. At 10 people, me have a come down next week, from California or Baltimore. Don't tell me what you want. All right. Then I did. I go to the airport, and I hear a white man. I look at the next man and I say, "Man, you going down to Jamaica?" I'm say, "What's happening in Jamaica?" I'm say, "Oh, they having the High Times thing down there." I'm saying, "Oh, I booked my fare already, man. I booked my thing already." So. And to the hotel not long there now. No hotel not long there.
Well, actually I drive certain kind of, to the use of a better word, fear in a motor. And I don't want this thing now pack up with one whole portions now of just international people.
But that bridging, that happening,
But you want now, so I know have a little thing in place where what I try to do. So this is why even the facilitation of the community, you know, it is there. So I now try now to ensure that as Rastafari I put out the sound, that if any Rastafari that anywhere in the hills and cranny, I want to enter the cup, and I have space for at least another 5 more people where I could even try with best. To subsidize because it's a.
Tell me how the part they go now. They entering. Tell me how the part they go. Explain to the people them how the part they go.
All right. So to enter the cup now, you first have to be a Jamaican because this is the Jamaican Cup.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to carry this proof of identification because once no now say you have a whole heap of what is a big industry, you know. So once now we all pay Jamaican now for y'all carry for them straight to, you know. And once I will if I look at claim or start make run ganja oil of well if I want to be ganja oil some people you wouldn't even normally see suit and tie and you know cream hair. But yeah. So as a result of that now you find out say you have to be a Jamaican and consecutively for 5 or more years with Jamaican residency and proof, you know. And then you have to be registered now by the parish association. And Rastafari kind of really stick out from the party because why must say different from Rastafari. We want to help organizations and associations to be formed, you know, to ensure that we can have a voice as grassroots people. And I have a vibration towards that has been strong from say anywhere the associations them gather. You know, you're the one who start the first one in a Westmoreland and thing. So this is why I know that stipulation is there. Say, sign a parish association, ensure St. Catherine, St. Anne, you still can call, you can walk for same way if you don't necessarily have a association and you want to just do it for the cup. But sign an association, so that's important tonight. And then the categories now is sativa, indica, and ash. And the cultivation of it, because this is a motor, I tell you, go into the whole thing, especially with what is given to Rastafari. But the whole thing about it is that if the weed must be planted in our legal framework. So this 5 plants where the law allow now to all the ones that them can't able for doing at them backyard. That is where it is expected to that source will come from. You only need 4 ounces. You know, where you basically would have the package, it all go through scientific testing.
Hold on, you need 4 ounces to enter?
Yes, I.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Give thanks for clarity, you know. They need that to enter. The 2 ounce them, you put them in a like 28 gram packaging. But yeah. That is what happens. But for the farmer them, if they get a Ziploc bag and put that in there, then that's all Irish.
So you have to pay for enter. You have to pay for enter how it work.
Yeah, man. You have to pay for enter, man. I think it's $100 for enter.
Okay.
Right, and I know I send out the sound now to Rastafari community in particular, grassroots people as well. So, and I know want the ones them who would want to enter, and if them think their money too struggling, still call.
Well, if you plant herbs, if you plant herbs, $100 US and nothing, man.
Well, still call. Yeah. Because it's important to have entry, you know. And in the fire time, so phenomenal, man, I'm calling in the election again. You know.
It's for you.
Yeah, so I'm doing it. In Jamaica, well, you what now? And I want to interact with the local ones, them.
Yeah.
Just through where I in our industry, enough ones that recognize how big that really be, you know. So what's the problem? I want to hear about the money, you know. I want to know.
No, man, forget a whole page in that. Forget a whole page in the iTimes magazine, you know.
Yeah.
That a good about $50,000 US that.
Yes, if you should go pay for it and decide for you want that page.
Yeah.
So those are so that value then over there I would have placed on it the right. So which is the reality. Yeah, that is what it would mean. So if I want serious about the industry and serious about building myself in the industry, the international recognition for growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, ones who really come now at Europe now for really invest though.
Yeah.
In a you know being that kind of a boutique type grower.
Yeah.
And they know now because them are coming up fire. Them really coming in and they're looking for the best.
Well, I can tell you something, Virgin. We have to move that thing, but I can tell you something. No care where you are, say, the amount of European and American who go in at that place, eh? You think there's a foreign festival I keep. Trust me. So I understand the whole thing about wanting to get a grassroots vibes inside it, so, but Rastafari is the grassroots in there. But me I tell you, the amount of foreigner we go in at that place there, it now gonna look like a Jamaica here there. Me I tell you.
Well, I call out Negril with a loud voice, you know, man to go be in Hanover and all like neighboring community them, you know, because as I say, yes, I hear that with the ice motor and, you know, Rastafari.
You can't run from that, you know, you can't run from that.
We don't run from it, man.
Yeah.
We don't run from it. All we have to say we want it balanced.
Yeah.
I just separate there. We have to ensure the benefits are spread.
Yeah, the benefit are going to spread, but let us show you, say, we are going to make the benefit is that the foreigner them are going to come spend money.
Yes, I.
Yeah, and that me I say. Them now going to complain because them don't book them fear and don't know, say, a whole heap of ganja man are come here, you know. We plant ganja and them thing there. Them man ain't afraid to spend money.
A real thing, man.
Yeah, so.
A real thing, man.
Anyway, we give thanks, brethren, and we're going to link up with you again because you know, so we're going down there.
Yeah,
I do a live broadcast.
So that is a quick run through Thursday night. Yeah, man, ganja music salute. So that's Gabriel Selassie, Gary Ija Love Foundation, and then Mutaburaka Black Music.
Yes,
then Friday night again, Luciana Bushman. Saturday, Taros Riley.
Yes.
And Iwan, and then Sunday now the big awards.
And they have seminars and all them things there. I show you machines.
Yeah, man.
How to plant ganja, how to reap ganja, how to do this.
We have to link forward because there are many layers on the motor, many layers. And on these forums now, and I can use to get out all that information. No PR, big budget, not there. But I saw it come, my brother. So
give thanks, Virgin, yeah?
Every time,
we have to move, Irie, blessed man. May I tell you, Negril come alive, man. Brand new prophecy.
Well, all I see is just negligence and a poor man's part, man. Never really get on trouble, and I'm just a look at simple chance to live on. Who'd I say that everything I run smooth when poor people still can't afford food? Joyfully through them town when every day another youth get gunned down. Could I ever say that things are run right when the youth them just now hold no vibes, no way? Could I ever say the children them safe when a peer shot a bus in other play? And through that passage of time, Jah delivered us. And when them interest rate climb, Jah delivered us. Oh yes he did. When man a whole borderline, Jah delivered us. When Canterbury come down under siege and them town was infested with soldiers and police. How could I say that everything around smooth when poor people still can't afford food? How could I walk joyfully through them town when every day another youth get gunned down? Things are run right when the youth them just now hold no vibes, no way. How could I ever say the children them safe when a peer shot a bus in other place? Leaders, we need some solution right now in this time. Cause basic commodity for the poor is getting harder to find. Gun trade renegade and power struggle taking over. A man would rather to give you a bullet from his gun than to extend a thought to his brother. Oh, could I say that everything runs smooth when poor people still can't afford food? Oh, could I walk joyfully through them town when every day another youth get gunned down? Oh, could
I... we're going to come back to prophecy. But I want to tell you something, okay? All right. You know, from one ganja reason to the next ganja reason, you know how interesting it is. A brethren, a long time, I see the brethren the last time I see him was down at the Peter Touch thing, but the brethren we have moved for most of maybe 40 years now. A long time I don't see him. Lady, how you doing, man?
All right, it's good to be here, Mutaburaka.
No, me I tell you, say, anytime I see your email, me surprised when I see the email. Because I never get an email from you in life.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
That is a medium we have never used to communicate.
And me never know, so you're involved in a narcotics to the point where you go to Thailand.
not ganja, man.
No, but it's an invitation of the Thai Narcotics Control Board. And that's all.
Yes, sir.
And they will discuss ganja.
Yes, sir.
In a Thailand.
Yes.
All right. So explain that to me, because anyway, we can tell you, we talking to Light Nazis. It's an international alternative development conference in Thailand, and this brethren is supposed to be going to this conference. So you have to explain to the people them what you going there go do.
I am going to this conference to represent Jamaica, the Ganja Growers Association, and Ganja, our brand, which everyone, with the, I call them capital financial carpetbaggers, Muta. The brothers are run, come buy up our thing. I used to have Monsanto a fund this year, and because we as Jamaicans are at the real end of the financial world in the market. Well, you want to see, everybody's a run come down from we. So I am going to say to these people who are preparing submission to the United Nations General Assembly late in 2016, represent what it is that we have been going through all this time, and what it is that we expect now when we are being legitimized at last and saying that, we can smoke a spliff.
All right, so how you get an invitation for go to Thailand to do this? I mean,
it happened rather innocuously. I'm a member of the St. Catherine branch of the Ganja Growers Association. We take away the future now and that's it, because the law has been passed.
Yeah.
So, Vicky said in the meeting one day, I can't remember her last name now because I'm kind of nervous. I've never been on radio before in a Muta.
Me know.
Vicky came in the meeting one day, she needs someone to speak to some people and be ambassadors to Jamaica about growers. This was to be an organization called the Civil Society Task Force. And they are setting up a thing where they are creating a response to something the United Nations did in 1988, where they determined alternative development strategies for people who are growing things like ganja and opium and them kind of thing there.
Yeah.
So countries like Thailand have taken over and put people on farms and all them kind of thing there. So IPAD 1 was the time when the submission was really dealt with. This one now they're allowing us to have meetings beside them while discussing this whole thing, and people from many countries are coming in, and because I have kept in touch with them, and they have noted perhaps that I know a couple of things, then say, well, come in and come talk to me.
All right, so I can ask you now, all right, the perspective of the ganja, it will be also presented at the United Nations General Assembly?
Indeed.
In the next year?
Yeah, what we submit will be part of that submission. And so Richard Branson even come out the other day and say, well, we're supposed to say certain things, and he's making an announcement to preempt them in case them don't want to come say that. Yeah. Because we know them operate already.
Yeah, I mean, him is a big ganja man.
Yes,
all right, virgin style too. All right, So, all right, what you going to go there? All right, give me a little brief thing of where you're going to go there, go say, in Thailand. Like, in front of them people, the Narcotics Control Board. Where you going to say to them about ganja?
I'm not going to tell them about any of our problems, obviously. I'm gonna tell them what we suffer as a country, right? Because even though I know that we have been terrorized because of our association with Rastafari and by extension Ganja.
Yeah.
I don't think that's anybody's business but ours. Okay? So what I'm going to be telling them about is the assault upon us, which has forced our government, as wimpy as we have been financially in the whole world so far, to piecemeal the decriminalization that they have done, whereby the burgeoning industry right now is something that Jamaicans have never done. It is medical marijuana, which is brand new, and just happens to reside in the hands of people who happen to be venture capitalists, even if they are Jamaicans. So the only alternative left to the ordinary Jamaican who has traditionally grown ganja, rich in THC and not CBD, is to become a peon in these industries, or, as has been touted, push to create things like edibles and offshoots of things that can be byproducts of ganja. This is what I'm going to be saying. I'm going to be saying that many countries have experienced this, because this is what the world has determined that we do, go the route of medical. And although our industry still exists, the illicit industry, now made somewhat licit, because certain people can get licenses, I am expecting that the people who have been suffering all this time because of them associated with ganja are going to be able to get their goods to market. That is my objective, getting people's goods to market. Not medical marijuana, but our real ganja, when the time comes, legally and through the process that our government sets out.
Yeah, because when you know, say our ganja, as natural as it is now, do have no space in the medical marijuana framework. It do have no space in there, you know.
No.
A whole lot of people don't understand that, you know, that the ganja where we didn't know from Orange Hill and from Bamboo and St. Anna and all them places there. It do have no space in this money. As a matter of fact, the intention is to import that ganja here, you know. Because they must say you have to have it under certain conditions, you have to have it in a certain temperature, you have to have certain things, this, that. So we know, as you are saying now, our ganja must have a place in the whole scheme of the thing.
Yeah.
Void of all of them medical properties and medical this and medical that, where them now bring up and we. So now we must have our natural Orange Hill ganja as how it was 20, 30 years ago, as part of the process of economical development.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now, as bad as it is in Namuta, and I have to give kudos to the growers, because what the people know now, the average man on the street, is the organization called the Ganja Growers Association, who have dropped the future, has made them know it. Right? And I'm proud to say I'm a part of that. However, what is known now, every person that joined this organization joined it in the hope to at last legitimize themselves in a business that I know can rescue not only the individual, but the family, the community, the country,
Jamaica.
whatever economic wounds we have had in the past, and look forward to in the future.
Yeah, but what you say, obviously now, how we are look upon it and how them are look upon it is two different eye we are look upon it, because them are talk about medical marijuana. And medical marijuana have to be fashioned and shaped in a certain way. That is not our kind of way.
Yes, so certain companies now are thinking of training farmers.
Yes.
To grow that.
To grow for them thing, yeah.
Yes, because the medical marijuana, what they want for the medical marijuana is virtually no THC and high in CBD.
CBD, yeah, that's what they want, yeah.
We don't produce that.
No,
however,
we have ITHC.
We have what?
Our ganja is low in the medical part, but high in the other part.
Exactly.
Yes.
In the recreational part.
Yes.
Or the sacramental part.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So we knew from before about medical marijuana, you know, that ganja in all forms is medicinally great.
Yes. Yeah.
And I never did know. So I have to call some sources and separate that from that and use the start of the source and discard that part because the start of the source more put another part of the source.
And that me I say.
So I'm very disappointed that I'm a businessman. I studied it and I practiced it. If I was able to whisper in the ear of the government, I would say to the government, listen, if you are really, really contrite about all that has been done to people like Rasta and people who are associated with ganja over this time, here we go. Call upon some of the people over the university who understand business and economics and the world economy. Give them a few million Jamaican dollars. Have them set up a structure whereby nobody can come buy we out, as Isha and the old lady seem to be doing right now, all by our wetlands now, to buy we out, and the usual suspects who are bench and bottom with you, and who happen to control you, and you control them, and you control the port and all that kind of thing there, will not be able to just take over the whole thing, and this is how to real that commander has been the norm over time. That's what I would have done.
Yes.
And that's not difficult.
Yeah. All right. Why Thailand? I mean, I don't know if you know why Thailand, but why is Thailand chosen for this kind of presentation and perspective?
I hope to find out when I get there, but I suspect this is one of those situations where this country gets to host that thing because it is allowed to some kind of United Nations arrangement thing.
And the Tide stick is big down there in Amsterdam. Tide stick,
yeah. Because just today I was Vicky Hansen is her name. Vicky's gonna I'm so disappointed I forgot her name. Vicky Hansen. Just today she told me to come to a I think at the University of the West Indies for the Caribbean Students Drug Policy Conference. Muti would have been happy to be there. There was this group of brilliant students from JC and another group of brilliant young ladies from, it looked like Alpha to me. And they were discussing the effects of ganja and I was just so very pleased. Our job has been done, Muta. The next generation has this. You hear me?
Yeah, but we don't want the next generation have it, and we don't have it in our bridge. Because me now, they don't get none of the pie, you know.
We don't have it,
man. We don't have that, you know. Because me I live too long enough, you don't eat some of the pie. You know. I want some of the pie, too. Me now live it too
our time now.
Yes, and that me I say.
Our time now.
You know,
right? So all who, we can sit at the table with everybody.
Yeah.
As long as we know what them want, what we want, and what is available.
Yeah.
Right? There's nobody putting a gun to our head and telling us that Fidel Castro showed us how, you know.
Yeah.
When Fidel Castro was faced with a situation where this one I support him because of their own interests and blah blah, and just say, you what? The whole of us go.
Yeah.
And just do him one thing and look what happened now.
And him still there, him country still a go on.
Look what is happening now.
The best doctors in the world.
Yeah.
All right. So,
and can turn on, come help we who traditionally have been saying, yes, master, no, master, no.
And send army go Africa, go help liberate the people, the African them too.
Exactly.
All right, so when is this thing going to go on? When you leave to go to this place?
I'm leaving on the 16th
of this month.
November.
So you're going down on Negril then?
Muta, I might be. So I have been here for a year and 6 months now. And I have not been able to all my work, I've done a lot of work, but all of it has been voluntary.
Yeah.
And so what has happened in the past...
We're not talking about go down there as work. I mean, go down there as...
No, I'm talking about, I was leading up to another point.
Oh.
I have existed here in Jamaica up to now because of assistance from my friends. And some of my friends are thinking of going, and I'm sure they're going to put some fuel in the scrammy, and I can go to the cannabis thing.
Okay, all right, sir.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah, man. I do a live broadcast only the first day. I'm only the fourth day. We are take part tonight, man. A Rasta things, you know, bridging everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rasta things, Rasta perspective. All right.
I saw you perform for the second time at the Peter Puff thing. The first time I saw you perform was when you were launching your very, 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 very first book of poetry.
Yeah, well, we're not far from them time. I don't know what you, man. Coconut Isle days.
I know.
Coconut Isle days. All right. So
yes.
So you're on the 16th, and this thing is happening this year, the International Alternative Development Conference in Thailand.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Talking to
Number 2.
Number 2. Them have a number 1?
Yes, ICAD 1 has gone. No, it is ICAD 2. International Conference on Alternative Development.
So we'll come out of the ICAD 1. ICAD 2?
My brethren, I really don't know all of them things there.
No,
all the man from the Transnational Institute, Tom Blickman, big him up. We're meeting with them again tomorrow to see how to work with them. I'm learning so much about this because I was never ever part of this whole scenario. So it is brand new for me too, and I'm happy to be flying over Africa. At least flying over it.
You sure you fly over it?
Yeah, man, I'm sure I fly over it.
Oh, you know, today make Egypt no a no-fly zone, that's no because of the crashing and the Russian plane.
But I can't go on that. I see my flight, my thing from here to Miami, and then from Miami to Doha, which is in I forget the name of the country.
So you just want to fly over Africa, Virgin?
No more London, Africa.
Mine, you know.
Then see me check a parachute and just jump out.
No, sir. No. The easiest way if you go down is put ISIL on the plane.
Yeah, man. The day will come, beloved.
Yeah.
The day will come, you know.
All right, Virgin. So give thanks. Give thanks to the
every time. Loving the
you. Believe you, me a long time I don't hear from you, man.
Yes, I say.
How much years me know you know? About 40 years me I say, you know. Me don't know.
I'm a know that from before that name Mutaburaka, yeah. And leave it at that. Yeah, man. From when Aisha was the only one.
No, but Aisha. No, man, my name Mutaburaka before me have Aisha, you know.
Okay.
Why you say, man? My name Mutaburaka from me I got Kingston Technical High School, you know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, man, from me I got let me get the name, man, in that school, man.
It just made official,
it's official from school, man, trust me.
All right,
give thanks, Virgin. Yeah, man, give thanks.
Yes, man, every time. Loving those Muta.
Yeah, we was talking to Lloyd Narcis, who has gotten an invitation to go to Thailand. Yes, to deal with this. Well, it's an invitation by the Thai Narcotics Control Board. It's so strange, you know. And we'll be presenting the perspective of the ganja man to the United General Assembly late in 2016. So we open that come up. When him come forward, we want to hear what transpire on that move so we can figure it out. When the tell you say Tony there with me, well, people say Tony believes that a man sitting beside me, you know. It's a beautiful and I call her dreadlocks in a locked ear sister. So I know she's not Rasta, so I'm going to say nice locked ear sister here. Sit down with me. Money, gone pan, leave. What's your name? What's your name? Shamara no there. So them give me Tony, you know. I think Tony was the what them call it. When the picture them where you say he's what? When you come here, come to me and say he's a social media person, but no, she's not a social media person. She's a watch woman, media person. So we give thanks to Tony and we say, when name they gone? When name? No, Brian. Brian, they gone a long time, you know. All when him there, I'm gone, you know. We are talking about Neil. Neil just left me, I saw. Anyway, we give thanks. We give thanks to see you. You learn the work. And then put you on my program to learn. Then I take my program at school. I'm going to talk to Cab about that, you know. Shall put my thing as apprenticeship business and go on that. So. Anyway, we give thanks to see you though. You can show me the picture of them. Where you take? You take picture of this tonight, huh? Yeah. Me not see I have no camera tonight. You take a long time. You take a long time. All right, at least you're not afraid to talk. The other one, I can't hear what they say. the son of John Holt.
I've lost the love I needed, a love to make me strong. I've lost the love I needed. How could I be so wrong? If I were only granted the right to start anew, my love would be lost in you. Lost love behind me, true love won't find me, because I'm so lost. Tra la 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 la, G yeah 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 yeah, true love. Oh, oh, oh. Love behind me, true love won't find me, because I'm so lost. Tra la 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 la, G yeah 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 yeah, true love. Oh, 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 oh.
Hey, John Holt sound like John Holt. Believe you me. Oh, you know, say, me supposed to say happy birthday to Babandi from last week. From last week, you know. I mean, you know, so me will say it now. Happy belated birthday to my brethren Babandi. Yes. We know, say you're about 90 and now and you look like 150, but that's all. No, me I tell you, say, John Holt's son. You know, say, me never know, say, if me never have the CD, I look on, me I think say John Holt that sing the truth. Yeah, Brian Holt. All right, now, here we are saying now. We done say happy birthday to Babandi. Last week, a Babandi birthday. We say it again, I'm 90, but him look like 150. So we give thanks for that, because I know only people can reach this. So you understand? Because we see some young people now. Last week, two youth, me ear dead, you know. I mean, I talk about in them 20s. And as me always say, the youth them are dead from disease when me hear old people use it dead from when me are youth. Me never know say young people could have dead from when me hear them are dead from, you know. Heart attack, blood pressure and brain. I mean, how them things are possible? And we can't say the thing I get ear-wired now, you know. Yeah, man, things I get away, you know. The food, you see the food? May I tell you, some people kitchen, I kill them easy. Yeah, man. And yeah, people when I want to cook again, you know, like Altonia, you know, she don't want to cook again, you know, because she have too much work to do. So she have to just get a quick snack, a Burger King or whatsoever now, the good food where you think that you should all eat now. So some people just look good outside, you know, but you see a headache and pain, belly ache and this and that them have. because of the food. And the young people them are dead from disease when we used to hear old people have like me. You understand? And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. You know, them have a little weird thing to say that most youth right now, most teenager youth now going to live to say 35, 40 year old. It's frightening. It's frightening when you hear them things there, you know. Say most teenager youth will live now going to say 35, 40. And people live longer now, you know. People live longer than old time days, you know. But yet still now you have young people. You have grandmother we have buried them grandson. How is that possible? That grandmothers have buried them grandson. When his grandson should have buried them grandmother. And the grandmother them nowadays not old, you know. If the grandmother nowadays don't old, how is it that the young people them his grandson and granddaughters have these young grandparents are dead quicker than the grandparents them? You know, there's something wrong. No grandmother not supposed to be 50-year-old, much less she have 50-year-old and she have buried her teenage grandpicnic. Because she have 50-year-old, her grandpicnic, her picnic at 30 or 20 odd, and then the 30-year-old picnic there have some picnic, a picnic now in them teenage. What is? What is? Because picnic now. Grandmother don't know nothing about brother Nancy's story and brother Tukuma and all them something there. And grandmother know a borrow granddaughter frack and I go stone love. Grandmother know a greater coconut again because she have on her toenail on her fingernail. I mean, how the right is go to Jamaica you know. Let me say a woman hold up her fingernail and I say wait. How she hold up her foot up in the air so far? When we look at her finger there. To the laugh. When we look for the woman, we say wait. I mean I walk barefoot and she didn't admire my foot, you know. I mean I say, but your fingernail look like my toenail, so. I swear the woman is hold up her foot up in the air, you know. I couldn't believe a woman fingernail them look so. And then it paint, you know. I say the woman fingernail them look tough, you know. Where the woman them do to themselves. But that's some grandmother, you know. Yeah, and them not reach my age. The grandmother them not reach my age. So you have grandmother now who have picnic, who have field picnic, and then for them is grand picnic now. But the grand picnic are dead quicker than them. So you have the grandmother who have buried the grand picnic. Most of them funeral where you see are going about the place, you know, it's grandmothers that bury the grandpicnic because the grandmother, the mother not no money neither, you know. And the father run go do farming in a foreign country. Farm food with the other woman and all that, so him not take care of picnic. So the grandmother, most of the time, have to take care of our grand picnic. It's a terrible thing going on. So that's why I say the youth them gone astray and stressed out, so. It's like them gone astray and stressed out. I'm going to say to them that if you put on $2 million on a gun right so now, the youth them take up the gun and left the $2 million. It's a serious thing, you know. You put on $2 million right so on a gun, and a little teenage youth come on so now and them take up the gun and left the $2 million. And little more you hear them dead. And most criminal officers will get catch, you know. Well, in Jamaica, them say 70% chance of you not getting caught if you kill somebody, which is also another problem too. That in a country where the chances of you not getting caught is 70% of you not getting caught when you commit a crime. So these little youth, now little teenager youth running up and down with gun and shoot people and all them way there. And when them shoot somebody now, a man come shoot him grandfather and grandmother. Reprisal killing, them call it revengeful killing. And this little teenager youth now, who have him gun, is either a gunman going to shoot him, or he going to eat something because him now get no food in him yard, and him go have a disease where I'm grandmother supposed to have it. It's a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible thing. And we not check it, you know. We not check it. We're not checking it at all. Sound like Steel Pulse Bad LJX. Yeah, sound like Steel Pulse. Yes, man. I think I got him program too. Yes, LJX. I want to listen to the lyrics. No matter about here, Rasta is a phenomenon in the world right now. You know, say, anywhere in the world you go now, anywhere in the world you go, somebody know who is Rasta. But we recognize the philosophy of Rastafari a whole lot of people need to get some clarity upon it. Because there have people who interpret the thing. I mean, some people talk some things that me I say, wait there, and that me is for the most of my life what you are talking about. After me no mad man. So you never tell people about Rasta, you know, it's like me I say, but I don't mean that. Or maybe I don't know. I mean, no, me not schizophrenic that way there.
Hello?
Yes, Cutting Edge.
Yeah, greetings, Motor.
Blessed man.
Blessed. I call from a long way now. It's a long time I try to get to you.
Yeah, the talk you want to talk about, it's like you want to cuss me. Talk, man.
No, man. No cussing. Yeah, I have called you to talk to you about a small little issue where up in the St. James High School.
St. James High School?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, St. James High. Yeah, I get to understand, so the principal up there strangling kids.
No, you get to understand. Wait, hold on, man. You can't come on the radio and tell them something like you get to,
yeah.
you understand it.
A member of my family.
Your kid gets strangled up there? Wait, your kid gets strangled up there?
My sister.
Your sister gets strangled up there?
Yeah.
Then why you don't go to the police? Wait, no, man. Why you don't go to the police?
Yeah, then go to the police and there's nothing happening about it.
No, but you say that already no, nothing happening neither. You have to go to the police. If you show the, why, your sister have a mark on her?
Yeah.
They don't go to the police and show the mark, man.
Yeah, them do that already and there's no result. Them do all them things already, there's no result.
So what is the reason given? What all right, well you don't know. You have a child, what them call them? What the place name? Eh? No, tell me what it means. Sisoka, when you get young people pregnant. You have bodies that deal with these business in a brethren.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have bad. I don't remember the name I know, but if you give me a little while when you hang up, me will find out the name.
Yeah.
And the group them who need that. See? So but I don't know why you come say that so just like that, you know, because it sounds like, you know, propaganda.
I apologize.
Yeah, it sounds like propaganda. I don't really know if that really happened and you just say that so it sounds weird to me. So you know, we're going to find a group of people who are responsible for these things and do it, all right?
Yeah, my apologies if it came off to your
Yeah, man, apology accepted, man. But we're going to find out the group that can deal with that, yeah? Children advocate, a children advocate, them name, you know. Anyway, we're going to find out the real thing, all right, Bridget, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Child Development Agency. That is the organization that's supposed to deal with these things. So the Bridget can contact the Child Development Agency, looking at the phone book, Duke Street. Well, I think I'm going to be my call from, so you must have one day I'm going to be here. All right. So, brethren, Child Development Agency. If not, contact the public defender. And that we can tell you, you know, because we don't really have no proof or evidence of what I say. It might be true. It might be just something where, you know, like the teacher at the school. All right, we don't know. So, we just tell you to check out Child Development Agency and report that. Because that sounds terrible. I mean, that sounds terrible, don't it, Tony? That sound real terrible for really that are going in our school. That's what singing about African children. Better know where you're coming from, African children. You know, the way Jamaica run it, so now, you know. Sometimes you talk about Africa, you know, and it just fly past the people, you know, because the thing gets so weird now that there's food, clothes, and shelter. Nobody have nothing knowing which Africa. Muta we talk about Africa. Food, clothes, and shelter, we are working with that, so now, you know, we want to know how we going to get some food. You have some youth out there now, say, boy, Muta, you see my things when me have so strap on me, so now. And my power that, you know, because you have a whole heap of youth out there who feel, say, gun have power. You give them a certain power. Like, them infallible. You know, it's like, untouchable. You can't, nothing can happen to you. Well, I want to tell you something wrong, you know. Yeah, man. The chances of you dying or your family dying because you have a gun right now is easier So maybe you shoot a man and you might think you're going to escape, but guess what now? Every time you shoot a man see, you know. Especially if the man is related to the next person. And you know, say your family is at risk. Especially down at Westmoreland, you know, right now a man a kill a man because the man where him kill do him something, you know, because the man where is the man friend or the man family. Him can't catch quack or you catch him shot. One heap of them is what them call reprisal killing. So all them little youth, you know, little teenager youth who go around the place with gun. It's like gun easier to get now than, may I tell you, than cigarette. Because more time a little youth go in a shop, go try buy a cigarette, he have to run out back. Yet till a man can go down in a certain area now and get a gun, and a man give him a gun and say, go and go eat a food. And where go in Jamaica? When a man give a youth, a teenage youth a gun and tell him, say, Brethren, I have the money for you, but say a thing, you go and go eat a food. And me must send the youth pan, you know. And me must send the youth pan. So, me don't know how get that way there. A little 16-year-old youth have gun. And when I say gun to me, I talk about glistening gun to, you know. When him hold it in him hand, you know, him palm can't hardly go around the trigger, you know. And you have youth who carry gun to school. And when that school youth have a gun in him, I mean, where youth carry gun to school for? To show up and him friend them, you know. And the only thing him carry the gun to school for. Now, when you say a youth reach a stage where him carry a gun for show up and him friend them, you know say it gone. It gone. Because the only thing we show up when we go to school first time, you know, is like if you have all brand new shoes or, you know, I mean, simple little things. But no, a youth are going to show up and him friends him have a gun. Hey, me have a gun in my bag and I'm shooting a boy. Imagine a teacher tell me, say, a teacher attack to a teacher and the youth tell him go suck him mother. And me I say, and the teacher say, people tell the boy that about, you know what gets on now. You see if him go to that, you hear the teacher abuse him. Or the youth go down some area, go for him, like when them to do the teacher at the time, the man them just drive come down to school and go in the classroom and draw the teacher and beat the teacher and drive out back. When you hear a student that tell a teacher them something there, the thing gone, you know. 15-year-old youth, 14-year-old youth, gone, you know. 15-year-old youth, 14-year-old youth. I tell teacher where we have to go do with their mother. Terrible. Yes.
Greatest motor.
Yes. Cutting edge.
Loving at the house, man.
Yeah, blessed man.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. I'm going to say, you know, the boy David Cameron still upset high feelings from them time there. You know, see it. As you know, say, I and I, as Rastafarians in Jamaica, we there burn the fire from X time, and we not stop burn the fire, seeing? And when the virgin they come down, they come make them speech there and want to come offer I and I certain things that we not really about accept. It's like him come with some gas, come throwing away fire what we down here, burn. All different kind of fuel him come through in our fire, brethren, and it a cause a blaze. It a cause a serious blazing, you know, where the blazing are all involved in South Africa, America, Canada, France, Belgium,
unravel the mystery of the burning, you know, because you talk about the blazing.
Well,
you say you want to burn fire, and then them throw gas in the fire, and the fire burn, and you know, you complain, them throw gas in the fire.
Yeah, all right. What really happen is like, personally, when we really come down here, come say, man, go offer I and I prison, brethren, we not go accept that. Seeing? So right now, you see right now, Jamaica reach a crossroad right now where you see all the people them in a parliament, them to dissolve parliament now and declare to England, so them now go no further with this in a star. You understand me? That's what Jamaica reached now, my brother.
You think so when you say that going to happen, they're going to dissolve Parliament?
No, well, here want now the people in Jamaica must see and realize what is happening. Look on the news in my evening time, my brother. Every consequence, both in a PNP and JLP, you see the people them have been confused about who them have represent them. Them people are now have not more for offer I and I, brethren. They are seeing.
Yeah, man,
so right now it reach a time now where Rastafari have to take a certain responsibility in the motor, and blessings to where I have here going with over on the side. They want him use the occasion there to really centralize the brethren them on a level, because that needed on a level. You understand me?
So which part of Jamaica they are there? Which part of Jamaica they are there?
I in a central Jamaica, you know.
No, where
I the Congo man, you know.
No, where is the central Jamaica? Which part of the central Jamaica?
I in a Manchester region.
Tell the man, tell where I'm there anyway.
I in a Manchester region, and
Alright, so what are you doing in that area there? What are you doing in that area?
What are you doing in the area there?
Yeah.
I the farming that I seen and I plant.
No, me talk about in relationship to centralization, me talk about.
Alright, I work on centralization and make sure, say, I man keep the youth them on a levels where I make the youth them know, say, you see the gang war of fear and the killing of the potential soldier them, them thing that to stop now, because here want now, every youth is very important right now for the cause.
So you have a meeting, you have meetings in your area, in the Mandeville area there. You have group meetings and things. Where you sit down and reason with them. You have group meeting.
Well, the group meetings them now, that is another thing, because you see the group meeting them motor, it a come under political thing and
but me not talk about we no hold on, brethren. I know them me talk about that you me talk about me
a community youth reason with deal with motor. You understand?
So if you have in your area, if you have group meetings, me not talk about them political, and you me talk about.
Yeah, man, we have community meeting, man. We have community meeting, but there's some stubbornness with the youth them in the community because of unbalance of the whole thing. Because if you notice, the whole situation get unbalanced, motor, because
so
of the whole.
You figure out a way how to balance them. When you have
to balance it?
Yeah, but
well,
when you have the meeting, then you figure out a way how to balance them.
All right, here it's about balance now, and it's going to start from Jamaica motor. Please give me some
brethren. Don't go so wide, man. Me talk about in a Mandeville where you say you're there. May I ask you, when you have these meetings with these youth and them in balance, you figure out a way how to balance them?
All right, you see the youth them right now, them economically down.
Oh gosh, man. You know answer what me ask you, brethren. You just tell me say you have meeting with the youth them in your area.
Yeah.
And you say them no balance. So me ask you now, if you don't figure out a way how to balance them.
All right. After going through some trouble with the youth them to deal with a community youth initiative, it's like the youth them not interested in them areas, the motor.
So what you going to do about that now? What you going to do about it? What
we are going to do about that?
Yeah.
We need to start lobby about the real reparation and repatriation motor.
So you left out the youth them then? You left out the youth them?
No, we can't left out the youth them. Where we have to go do no motor. We're Jamaica, alright. You say Jamaica and the country.
You talk about Jamaica and you, me talk about you.
Alright, listen I no motor. I want
you just mentioned IAV a while ago, right? You just mentioned IAV, you know. And me ask, where you doing in your area. And you say you have meeting with the youth them. And then you say the youth them in balance. And then now you talk about Jamaica and the youth them when you attack to me ask about, me not talk about Jamaica. And you me talk about with the youth them in your area. What you going to do to bring the youth them to a consciousness? Because you talk about reparation and repatriation now where you are claiming to the youth them no balance. That means the youth them not interested in a way you talk about reparation and repatriation. So how you going to get the youth them now for balance that you can now come with a reparation and repatriation reason and them listen? Because obviously you have to them now listen. So what is it that you going to do now to get them in tune with this idea where you have? I don't know Jamaica now. I talk about in a
all right.
area.
we have to try, all right, re-edification motor.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, you see for them observe the re-edification is a thing where you know, say, you have to come down to them on a real good level.
So you don't do that.
Need
So
to
you don't do it. So you don't, why you don't do that?
re-educate.
So why you not do that? I make them understand where you deal. Why you not do that?
Them think they need resource.
Yeah. I cut him cut off, you know. Him cut off this off. When you call this program, you have a $500 credit, you know. That's why it works at up on this program, yeah. Can you understand? Because make you as little much time as you want to talk, you know. Believe you me, because I have to clarify certain things. All right. All right. Watch her. She put her bag over her back. I can't go in the morning, huh? The woman put her bag a gun, you gone? No, man, you can't go, man. You have to make the people follow you the whole time go your yard. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, blessed man.
Yeah, blessed. I call about the same thing with the Buchanan master. They call him David Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, to visit, man. Man, say right now is a big style thing in David Star. I can't believe that. A matter of fact, I never call him leader. As we said the other night, I both slave them.
Yeah. I mean, the Jamaican people, them leader.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes, man, we leader, man, especially one Porsche. I'm rate to deal with the thing star and Peter Bunting. And you're even one Crawford uphold with it as a Rasta man. You understand?
No, wait, you mean as a Rasta man? Him tell you say I'm a Rasta?
That's what you all said. He say I'm a Rasta man.
You hear Crawford say I'm a Rasta?
Well, that the people them support.
No, we ain't no bridging. No, wait, hold on. You hear Crawford say he's a Rasta man?
We don't directly say it, but your representative said...
Which representative said it? No, brethren.
Where central rural, in a sentence.
Brethren, you never hear Crawford say he's a Rasta man yet. You never hear that.
We never hear that.
Yeah, so if you know what I say as a Rasta man, Crawford say he's a Christian. Crawford say he believe in a Jesus Christ. He's a Christian. Me hear him say that. So you can't come say as a Rasta man.
All right.
Yeah, so where you say now?
Yeah, man, I say, but back to the thing, man, Mr. David Cameron, come down, man, I say, John, I think you're not come down off your office, right? Free up some depths off a country, career, and some bird and them thing there.
Okay, yeah, that's really think you
come down. He come down, I look over for himself, and he pay for them.
So you never expect him to do that? You never expect him to do that? You never expect him to come look for them people, them?
Well, apart of that, yes, but we expect, say we come under the Commonwealth of Jamaica. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Come in to where we come under no Commonwealth. Yeah. However, in saying we might cost in people over $20 million a year time fee.
For
Jamaican prison over there. So it comes to a conclusion, say how you go give Jamaican $25 million fee start a prison. It's a contribution to our prison, 40%. Over me here, Peter Bunting said, it will cost $10 million fee fund the prison and everything for billion. However, me not think say it will cost over $10 million. When we run off that, it can cost about approximately $5 million. So the rest of money.
Oh, you know, you come to that understanding. He's a contractor?
He's not a contractor.
You know it will come to $5 million. You just come up that in your head.
Right. Well, when we round it off.
No, you round it off. What basis you round it off? What is the basis of you saying $5 million?
What's the basis of saying $5 million is that you don't know the politician thing.
No, me don't know nothing, Bridget. You are making allegation and you are saying it will come $5 million. What is the basis for you to say it can't cost $10 million, it will cost $5 million?
Because
you ever build a prison, you ever know anybody who build prison, you know construction go?
I understand.
You have a knowledge of construction?
Yeah, of course I have a knowledge of construction.
And you know say no prison now will cost $10 billion.
Which is right. You understand? But however, back to the thing I know. Understand? But me very disappointed in the gift because
the whole of it disappointed.
Articles and all and something and then say it's a gift.
The whole of it disappointed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Really disappointed, man. I can't believe.
All right, sir. Give thanks, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Tony left me. The time is 42 minutes to 12 o'clock. And the program done 2 o'clock. 42 minutes after 12 o'clock. And she said she'll leave. Click that. You see it as you go about the call, them are coming rapid. So you want me to get up from here so I click button every minute, yes. Yeah. Blessed.
Heel Muta.
Blessed man, how you doing, man?
Man, this Thursday...
I put a little data inside here to give me peer problem in a rata. And I'm here alone in the big studio, so you know, I shall go away, you know. I'm going to set Duppy and make him follow, you go right over, you know. Duppy never trouble yet. You never see my Duppy them yet.
Yeah.
And you Duppy when you're blessed. Ken Boot Jr. again.
Was a guy from Spain. Christopher Columbus was his name. Down in the West Indies is where he gained his fame. A lot of black people went down the drain. Sin in taking a nation that was born to be free and brought down there in captivity. There was a guy from Spain, Christopher Columbus was his name. Down in the West Indies is where he gained his fame. A lot of black people went down the drain. Merchandise. How can a man discover the land that already populated with Indians? There was a guy from Spain, Christopher Columbus was his name. Down in the West Indies is where he gained his fame. A lot of black people went down the drain.
Mandingo.
Ayonda the chanta. Chanta. Ayonda. Tell them what love them, kick it over. Tell them what hate it and grudge them, hug it up, yeah. Tell them what love them, kick it over. Tell them what hate it and grudge them, hug it up. Yo, them are evil, none of them are vampire. But watch it make we burn them with the fire, yeah. Them mind disturbed, them a fight against the truth. Hide from themselves, no know Jamaican culture. Follow Rastafari praise left, yeah, are your truth. Yo, that are the roots, yeah. I must know how to work among each other, yeah. Tell them what love them, kick it over. Tell them what hate it and grudge them, hug it up, yeah. Tell them what love them, kick it over. Tell them what hate it and grudge them, hug it up. Tell them what love them, kick it over. Tell them what hate it and grudge them, hug it up, yeah. Tell them what love them, kick it over. Tell them what hate it and grudge them, hug it up. Get in your mind, not get out of your mind. Get a hold of your mind before you destroy your mind, yeah. Ask
yourself, who am I? I'm not of the devil, but the Almighty. Are you creating identity? Let your conscience set you free. Talking ish, you're the old lady. Run microphone, man, full of style. Tell them I love them, kick it over. Tell them I hate it and grudge them, hug it up, yeah. Tell them I love them, kick it over. Tell them I hate it and grudge them, hug it up. Tell them I love them, kick it over. Tell them I hate it and grudge them, hug it up, yeah. Tell them I love them, kick it over. Tell them I hate it and grudge them, hug it up, yeah. Them so confused what them are teaching people. Common leaders can't free people. Fight for power, use it, mislead people. Person of power, man, no study evil. No come here so with your one bag around. Hey, move from here so with your whole bang around. Hey, I and I, office stand strong. Strong, 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 strong. Yeah, tell them I love them, kick it over. Tell them I hate it and grudge them, hug it up. Yeah, tell them I love them, kick it over. Tell them I hate it.
Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge and I from there with you.
Tell them I love them, kick it over.
You name my own day.
Grudge them, hug it up. Yeah, tell them I love them, kick it over. Tell them I hate it and grudge them, hug it up. Yo, them a evil, enough of them a vampire. But watch it make we burn them with the fire, yeah. Them mind disturbed, them a fight against the truth. Hide from themselves, no Jamaican culture. Follow Rastafari praise left, yeah, are your truth. Yo, that are the roots, yeah. I and I must know how to work among each other.
Yeah, man, a serious thing. Serious thing the youth are talk about, you know. It's really some strange philosophy where them have a whole lamp on. Like you're watching at the blood of a man. You know, it's like, wow. How them get black people if you say that? Because, you know, it's primitive people, primitive talk, where people used to sacrifice children and all them things. Even the Israelite, them used to sacrifice children. And you have people like finally used to throw virgins from Alpha pyramids in South and Central America, where them say them a get to the gods, because somehow the gods them love virgins. So them find the best virgin, firstborn, and throw them to the gods. Kill them. So how them get to if you talk about we're going to be watched in the blood of a man? What is the symbolism? Well, we understand the symbolism still, but the symbolism sound kind of really, I mean, really, you know, yes, Cutting Edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, brother Mota.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, how go?
But there, man.
Been a while, you know.
I thought that man say, where did they jail?
No, I'm not in jail, you know. I try my best. I try my best when I get.
But I tell you the one we're in jail right now, trust me.
Yeah, but the one where the boy have tried to build it.
Yeah.
We don't want to reach another one there.
Yeah. G-O-A-L. I saw them used to spell it all the time, you know, G-O-A-L-G-L.
Well, brother Mota, respect for the teaching. Up on the hilltop, I go still, so no matter.
Yeah, you sound like you're out of breath, man.
I try to hold it still, but...
Okay, and at the night, you run up and down the hill, man?
No, Mota, I live.
Okay, you walk, go up your yard?
Yeah, yes, I.
All right, sir.
I can't living, man.
That's how it go.
But teach, I'm like where I go on. First of all.
All right, give thanks, man.
I have to big you up. I'm love and respect what I do.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Bridget.
You see me? But you see the dopey story, them.
Yeah.
Can't take it.
But it sounds like a dopey there behind the door.
A dog about, man. I'm in the yard. I'm in the yard, me apart.
You don't mean you're dopey?
I used to run with them, man.
Eh?
Up at your place. He used to run. Where you did that one at a time, yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, so you plant.
But right now, I want to party in a farm, man, but...
Me I tell you, man.
We give thanks to it, we love it.
No, but me want to raise up now, Rasta. Too much.
No, we have to, no, when it's hot, but
well,
the weather, you can't work with it.
You want to me now. Me plant some sucker the other day, you know. I want to go down by the bush, you know. Appear dirt, me see, you know. I did that day, me plant.
The thing where them leg up power, man. The snail them. Like how the chickpea, the mosquito them over there.
Ah, man, you can't tell me where cause it, man. I the rain beat down the sucker them.
I the rain do it.
And the rain lick down sucker.
Okay.
All right. You know, so me get some pop chow sucker and me say, all right, you know, so me go hold them pop chow sucker here till them get bigger. That's the rain not beat them down. But me realize that me take too long for planting, so me go plant them the other day about 100 pop chow sucker me plant, you know. The rain decides to you know, you think say you wait, watch out now.
Why?
Me say some rain fall, you know, go down and go look at the pop chow sucker them, you know, and I say, chow, I want this one.
You should have just cover them, man, like with some coconut board and thing them, man, you know?
Yeah, me
like
understand
the
that
pressure
part.
reaches.
Yeah, but to me, I think, no, you want me to look on the rain, and I say, all right, the rain I got down, you know. Because it now got sustain so long. But right, I know it ready for come.
Motor we can't afford to do rain stop, man, to come, man.
So you know what?
The water crisis, we can't manage.
Where the water crisis there?
Me live where the water come from,
so
boy, we can't get none.
So where there? It not full yet. The tank not full yet.
I tell you, me live on the hilltop. Me don't have no tank, brother. So me can't get to build one.
So where you get the water from? Where you get the water from?
From down at the dam. The reservoir them have down there.
So the dam not full? It not full?
I don't know, me don't know if it's full. You have to ask the water man. What name? You don't even know their name. But right now, me I tell you, me not no representative.
They don't represent yourself, man.
In the political scene.
So where you wait for them to represent you for?
The other day, you may wait for brother, you have to come do it too.
You wait for me to forget what I talk.
Are you wait for brother?
You wait for me to put water in your tank? Wait there, you wait for me to put water in your tank?
No, the representative.
For do what? Where you want me to do as a representative?
We need them to represent because we have a right and we give it to them as
no man, hold on there. Where you want a representative for? Where you want the representative do?
In terms of, not to me personally, but for the whole Jamaica overall. In terms of building the dam now and preserving it. You understand? Because remember, so we step up in our life now, generation.
So you want a representative to build dam for you?
No, not to fill the dam.
For do what?
If we represent, we like how them are represent now, to get money to build prison. We build like bigger dam or catchment area.
So you want a representative to build a bigger dam for you?
Exactly. I lobby for that way to them.
Okay.
You have to come do that for brother.
You want
the
me
people that more listen to you.
The people that will listen to me.
Yes, just like how I listen to you now.
Yeah, but that's a radio me attack, yes or no?
See me I say I start because you left, you know, and you go Africa with you, know, and I listen to you and I try to reach you from the other day.
I can tell you something.
Listen me now, Rasta.
There was a sister on the radio, you see? She named Antoinette Arton. She was from me I got school, me and I used to in a debate and them things. She used to go Excelsior. And she turned a liar and she go up on the radio. And she have a talk show on the radio and get very popular.
Teacher man. Teacher man.
Wait no man, listen to me I said no man. She get, me not like you, you know.
No, alright.
Yeah, let me tell you a story now.
How the credit not done? Alright, go on top. Yeah, yeah.
The sister, they on the radio and a talk show get popular and people tell her say, are you who want come lead, you know, Miss Harton? Are you for come represent you know against what you know? She could go in her politics.
Which side she go on?
Which side? She farm her own politics.
Oh, okay.
You hear anything about her?
No, brother Mota, but you know them deal the people and murder man. You know what mind confused. Like oh they have to
that's you know, sir. You want me go get in your mind confusion. And
Rasta. Yeah, what more eyes, our mind, our life to certain liberty.
Yeah, you like me when me there on the radio.
Hold on, Rasta man. Hold on, man. On the radio alone now, go do it for me, Rasta.
No, me say, you don't like me when me there on the radio.
Rasta, we want you in the street with we.
Yes.
We want you come do it like how the Marcus did that do it.
Yeah, Marcus, you used to walk up on the street to nobody.
Well, when you to the brother, because me not get told for the teaching, but we get some of it, like him used to farm,
Marcus,
downtown and gather the people them. We need some gathering, brother, just like how you talk to the brother when I go in
Marcus farm the first political party in Jamaica.
And the state system gets rid of him.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you know that.
On the both sides, I know that. But when I tell the people that they look at me as an idiot. Me in my 30s, I'm in my 20s like that you there now. We just talk, you know. But him is a big man, so them respect him.
Me I take sleep and mark that, brethren.
Rasta.
You not get me if you go farm no political nothing.
But you go go zoom pan the man down Africa with you. I'm from you left and come back. We don't have no more representative in Rasta than I try to say to you, you know.
We're not a representative. We'll represent you.
No, them vote out the Christian Rastas where you say him is. I don't know him.
The man I know Rasta, man. Stop. What? You can't stop saying the man a Rasta. You know, the man say man a Rasta.
At that I get to understand him is a Christian Rasta. But I say no, we don't have no representative up here.
Hold on there. You hear him say I'm a Christian Rasta?
Eh? No, it is a Christian. You say you him is a Christian. He's not a Rasta.
I'm a Christian Rasta.
You see?
Yeah.
And the Guzum now. Remember say you Guzum him in a fire. Remember, you know, you say
me Guzum him.
Yes, man. And from you Guzum him, you went to Africa for about 2 step and you come back after that. Well, one program or 2 programs.
Him lose.
Cutting it and stepping razor, yeah?
Him lose after me go to Africa and come back.
Oh God, Rasta man. Remember say you Guzum him, man, can me call a name, man. Same thing, somebody purchase thing or something like that, man. You remember, man? You have a whole heap of things still, I don't remember everything, you know, but I remember.
No, I remember, man, but I say my ego not inflated. Anyway, we have to move low, we have to move, because my ego...
Alright, fire, blessed love, I respect.
Yeah, we're not going to inflate my ego here right now. My ego, no, sir, that not going to work with me, trust me. I think me not remember. I take sleep on Mark that, man. Marcus Garvey. The last thing Marcus Garvey said when he left Jamaica. Last thing. Jamaica is a ridiculous place. Last thing Marcus Garvey said. Man called.
Yeah. So head over, walk through the valley in the shadow of death. I'll survive. I will survive. Yeah. They threw me in the lion's den and left me for dead. But I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. Yeah. So tell them my judge send me. Conquering lion is he who defends me. So up your neck, but like a million thousands and twenties. Fight from my soul, leave a stain on their memory. Yeah, lion in the jungle, that's royalty. So majestic and regal, pure loyalty. We're warriors of the Gideon. Mentally stimulated, tell them I'm strong too. Free us from these oppressors and the tactics that they use to oppress us. So I address the rebellious, getting ready for the rebellion. Tonight we'll fight and shall not be defeated. Tonight we'll fight for our rights. Tonight we'll fight for humanity. Tonight we'll fight for our lives. So head on my walk through the valley in the shadow of death. I'll survive.
What a tune this, yes, Cutting Edge. Yeah. I'm gonna like cut my tune there, man. Nobody on the pan there, you know, sure.
But I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. I'm having visions of Zion.
Damian Marley. Damian Marley. Kimani Marley. Why we have the Damian Marley? Kimani Marley. He called Maestro. Kimani Marley.
With white people this year.
Yeah, what's about white people this year?
Yeah, I say after we have so much problem with white people this year, I have bringing some white people from High Times.
I have bringing the white people. What do you mean I have bringing the white people? I mean, I understand that.
Well, High Times, the big Ganja dance now keep down there this month with High Times. That's true.
Man sound like the man a fight getting something so.
What me talk about is nobody not talk for High Times is some white people.
That you never hear we say that a while ago. You never hear we say that.
No, me never hear when talk say High Times is some white people.
Me ask if you never hear the interview a while ago.
Yes, me I listen to the interview.
You never hear me mention say nobody no care where they want to pull up white people go there. You never hear me talk about that.
Yes, pull up white people go there.
Yeah.
Like white people that Jamaica all white.
No, all the while. No, function me talk about function. The function.
Yeah, white people that full function all the while white people that full function. Yeah. But who knows say High Times is some high Japanic ganja people from foreign. Nobody not say that.
Nobody don't know that. Nobody knows that some white people run High Times.
Some white people run high times.
So we are there. Who did feel say some black people run high times?
No, whether people want to feel say white
everybody, wait, no man, listen to me now. We can't take the word for fight, you know. You hear me say now. You see the magazine there they about years and everybody knows that some white people run a magazine there. Everybody. Them keep the function in Amsterdam already. And for years, them keep it at Amsterdam. Everybody knows they're white people. Some don't know where I say.
So am I bringing some white people to teach me about ganja and Rasta?
Brethren, you sound like you fight the brethren or brethren. Or you mean people? Am I bringing white people? Hold on. Am I bringing white people to teach about Rasta? You never hear the man. You didn't hear the interview a while ago when me and the brethren attack?
Me hear the interview with you and him.
Me and who?
IAV.
When me and IAV talk.
You know what you and him talk, man, when after I think him come from the Paul Bogle.
So let me ask you a question match. You hear say some white people come talk about Rasta?
Me not hear that.
You never hear the brethren say they must separate the Rastafari village.
Separate what? All right. Only if you bring in some white people to come deal with Rasta and Ganja, especially in this time when all the
hear say white people come talk about Rasta.
They call him Columbus and Bagawaya there. That is why the conversation. That's why you shift the conversation because the brethren never know say all you in I dance.
Me not the what?
The brother never know say all you in I dance. You in a program.
Yeah. So what happened?
Then on a little.
We do a live broadcast from down there.
And then on the carrying the white people, man, associate with the white people, and want the people them get comfortable with the white people, start won't not deal with.
Are we there? Cost me too?
You want to
wait, me ask you, cost me too?
Me include you in the program because you talk about so many things. You play so much tape and talk about so many things. And then you introduce this brother now, like say them are so comfortable companion that we must get accustomed to. In the meantime, the people and brother, this come down and come tell we say some jail they want give we. And on the next I know we have some Rasta. I bring in white people to go and deal with ganja and Rasta. Them think they are folly Rasta. Them think they are folly.
So what you going to do about it?
Well, this is what I do about it.
You talk on the program?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me just talk about it, Rasta.
I appreciate you want to talk about it, I know. I got to stop the program.
Well, when I talk about these people, I don't know the high times are some white people.
But everybody knows the high times are white people. But everybody who knows the high times are white people.
Everybody don't know. Everybody don't know.
Okay. So
you
right.
Make it look like everybody know. Maybe you know, but everybody don't know. Because when we listen to the conversation between you and IAV, when we listen to it, it told me this a dance on the facts as high times are some white people. As some white people who not associate with after we go on and talk all manner of things. I want to really deal with. You can't put on this thing with the next Rasta man the way in our neighborhood. No more other Rasta people in the world who can put on the show we don't know. We have to carry some white people, all the while we need some white people to back it up. If we can't set the example, if you can't set the example, you put on a Rasta show and a Ganja show without white people who are dealing with hydroponic Ganja. Feel as 40 a year. Start a loaf out this thing. Jano.
All right, you done?
Yes.
All right, sir. Give thanks. Wow. Wow. Okay, so the man say me I bring in me and I know make it run. I want to play about this tune now by I'm just keep I say dear man, but it's really Kimani Mali. This is
yeah
the cutting edge.
So head over, walk through the valley in the shadow of death. I'll survive. I will survive. Yeah. They threw me in the lion's my judge send me. Conquering lion is he who defends me. So up your neck, but like I'm in their thousands and twenties. Fight from my soul, leave a stain on their memory. Yeah, lion in the jungle, that's royalty. So majestic and regal, pure loyalty. We're warriors of the Gideon. Mentally stimulated till them are herb strong too. Free us from these oppressors and the tactics that they used to oppress.
You know, I understand something we are going on, you know. I mean, the brethren are getting me involved in the thing I still, but I understand this we are going on, you know. You have a group of man who, because he never get the first go with the high times people them and IRV connect with them. It's almost like a jealous thing going on. Yeah, it look like it's that going on, yes. It look like you have some man, and I'm like the Rasta man too, who is on the other side of IRV. It's like a few friction going on. I don't know how I get involved with that still, but it's like a friction going on that I should have get piece of this and I should have get part of that. And because I now get part of it, I are going to now try find all the things them for discredit where I have here do in a Negril. I see say that I go on. I feel say that I go on. Discredit that because I am not a part of it. Because I didn't want to be a part of it and I never get to go in part of it, so I go discredit it every way possible. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing, you know. Yeah, man, you talk about ego. You talk about ego and grudgeful and bad mind. You just hear it a while ago. Yes.
Shine, one thing I know for sure. I'll survive. That's the fire I guide and protect us. I'll survive. So we'll fear nothing. Put me in the lion's den and left me for dead. But I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. So big and just split keep me lifted. Babylon gear them system to keep us afflicted. But through the powers of the Most High Jah, we not come for us, we come for conquer. Behold the power of the Trinity. Feel the aura of divinity. While in the presence of greatness, don't you ever mistake it. We're descendants of royalty, so make sure you can.
You know, so I love that tune, yeah?
Make sure that your actions are morally, and make sure that your words are of righteousness. Rastafari love save me. Rastafari love elevate me. Rastafari love motivate me. Zion Madani could don't simulate me. So head over, walk through the valley in the shadow of death. I'll survive. I will survive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, motor.
Yes, sir. What did happen to the phone a while ago?
No, it's over half for me. Hold on and
yeah, but the phone did mess up a while ago, man.
You know, and then over half hour. But you know, today's a special day for me still because it's the anniversary of my mother's birthday. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you know, my mother as the first teacher. Also, I mean, she was a headmistress and just like my father as a headmaster. But today, the 5th of November, Thursday, Mother's Earth Strong. But you know, it is really almost amazing, you know, some people easily misled just by external looks. Because I noticed two of the callers before, just because Crawford have dreadlocks, them assume that him is a Rasta.
Well, you know, every time Crawford name come up, you know, them say the Rasta parliamentarian, the Rasta this and the Rasta
yes,
that.
But he's not Rasta.
No, but not talking about that. Him tell the people, them say, him is a Christian. Pan big pulp and say him is Jesus Christ, him a deal with. Him tell the people them that, so I don't understand why people keep saying it. It's like from your van locks, this Rasta, not go so again. That time in the 50s and 60s and 70s, but no one at a different time, you know.
But not only that, even from the beginning, Leonard first of all, we'll never have locks.
No, but we're talking about locks we are dealing with now. When them have locks right now, we're talking about locks. Locks, first time, everybody who did have locks in the 60s was Rasta. No, everybody who have locks, so most of the man who locks are not Rasta.
Exactly. Most of who have locks nowadays is not Rasta.
Yeah, so we're not going to say Leonard Owl. We know Leonard Owl wasn't locks, but we're talking about locks.
Yes, and some of the others too, and some of the others. But we overstand.
By the way, you're not going to talk to me about the last week you called me and tell me something about England, where you're not going to tell me something about the English thing. Something was supposed to go on or did not go on in England there. And you say that will give me a good report about it. You don't remember?
Yes. Oh, yes. In terms of the Chinese president who was given a big welcome.
I don't remember. You know, it's just something you tell me say that will continue because the time did I go and you tell me say next time when you call me, they'll give me a good report about it. Anyway, you don't remember. You don't remember.
Yes, I don't remember. Definitely. I was talking about the fact that, as Marcus Garvey said, power is the only argument that satisfies man, and it is because of the power of the Chinese as a state, nation state, why them getting that kind of reception more than President Obama and the Pope of Rome and so on. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And that is what Chairman Mao did in that he followed the Marcus Garvey principle of self-reliance and building his own nation state. Yes, exactly. And having one army, one navy, and one air force.
So a cultural revolution.
Exactly, because there was a time in history when the Europeans, British, Americans, French, and so had passed in China where them had signs of no Chinese, no dogs allowed. But the unity that Chairman Mao lead the Chinese to, and to do that, they had to get rid of those Chinese who were working on behalf of the Europeans.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing that we as African people, Africans in Jamaica, the rest of the Caribbean, and in Africa and elsewhere, who work on behalf of our racist enemies. You know? Because the only way is self-reliance by our people.
Yes, yeah. Little lady. I know this is our last.
Hello?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, you know, it's the usual thing that whenever election time comes around, they come on with some little road fixing thing on each. PNP said that they are the best. GLP said that they are the best. But the two of them, they are the best. GLP said that they are the best. But the two of them are responsible for the bad situation for African people in Jamaica.
I hear Darrell Vaz on the TV that say it was amazing that whole year him didn't need some money to do some work in a film constituency. And now that election come round, him get $2 million over it, so $3 million over it, so to do some whole heap of fixing up in a film constituency to go through election and come round.
You know, there's a saying, you know, that our people deserve the government that they get, you know.
Yeah.
Because when people allow themselves to be used and abused by politicians and don't organize to represent their own interests, because I even hear you talking to one of the callers a while ago, saying him looking for you as a representative. And you said to him the right thing. Why doesn't he represent himself?
But nobody now catch me like them thing about represent nothing and go join up. Hey, them thing me idiot.
You see, because this thing can only do when people have the same mindset, work together, but you alone as an individual, push your head out.
Jamaican people like are ready for certain things. It's Jamaican people, them need more education. Them not ready for certain things. So I know illusion about it. Jamaican people not ready for certain things.
Politically illiterate.
Yeah, you have to,
uneducated.
It's going to take another long while to educate the Jamaican masses towards certain things. But right now, for you man about Muta, you want to represent where the man come from and where them talk there.
But you see, that can only work with people who are politically educated. Because look, for example, one of the callers then, he was expecting Cameron to come and do some things for us.
Yeah.
What do you expect? Cameron is English. He is British.
Yeah.
Cameron is only coming to see about the interests of his race of people.
Of course.
He has no interest in seeing about African people's interests.
I would never wrong him for do that.
No, but he's completely right.
Yeah.
Why should he, as a European, be concerned, be feeling about the interests of African people in Jamaica or anywhere else?
He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Is we are taking the power that police are supposed to do for we, what we supposed to do for ourselves.
Exactly, slave mentality.
Yeah.
And then because they don't want to embrace that the solution is, as Marcus Garvey, that it is self-reliance.
Yeah.
Because this thing that they call so-called Commonwealth. Commonwealth for who? The head of the so-called Commonwealth is always the king or queen of Britain. Who represent the interests of the Europeans don't represent our interests.
Yeah.
And you notice, no African has ever been the head of this so-called Commonwealth.
But all them going to be the head of it. Is that English thing? Is that British thing? Is that now? But the problem with it is that we is part of the Commonwealth and we have to have visa for go England.
Totally ridiculous. And we have a Governor General who does not serve our interests, is not there to serve our interests.
Yeah, we have to know that
because
too.
Jamaica is supposed to be a republic. How can we be independent and Jamaica have as the head of state a European?
And when you go to court, them say John Tom versus the Crown.
Exactly. So it's the slavery system that Bustamante and Norman Manley, both of them who fight against Marcus Garvey, that they put on the people and miseducate the people about.
Oh, wait, by the way, I didn't want to ask you something, you know, it's supposed to remind me. Is why year Marcus Garvey in a Spanish Town prison? You remember?
Yes, he founded the People's Political Party in 1929. So it was about a little bit after that. Certainly by the early 1930s, the latest.
Yeah.
Because he left in 1935 for London.
Yeah, and Norman Manley used to fight regular in a council meeting.
But Norman Manley worked on behalf of the racist British colonial system in the court to persecute Marcus Garvey.
To put him in a jail.
Yes. Same Norman Manley.
You don't remember, wait, say 19 what?
It would have been after 1929 because he formed the political party, the first modern political party in the Caribbean in 1929, the People's Political Party, that Millard Johnson rejuvenated in the 1960s.
Yeah.
Where Marcus Garvey Jr.
Why I asked me that someone did ask me and I couldn't answer them until I don't know, I have to go find out.
Yes, I will find out the exact year and let you know next week for sure. But I know it's after 1929.
We have to move now, though. We have to move.
Yes, well, keep on with the political education because it's all about without the emancipation of the African minds of our people, there's absolutely no salvation and no hope at all. And people in Jamaica, Africans, do not be fooled by the trickery of unscrupulous PNP and GLP politicians.
All right, so blessed man.
You're gonna need that love as the silent rivers rushes through the ocean doors. When you find that love to your heart, keep it close. Take pride in place
Shiloh coming through.
Today, oh well, treat me the way you should.
Yes. Cutting Edge.
Motor.
Yes.
Wagwan.
Cutting Edge.
Yes, Motor. Yeah, man. Duck is story there and night.
Yeah, man.
You hear me?
Yeah, man.
Lord of God, me say, yo, me can't go sleep.
Why?
You know, so me start up here a while ago.
Dump your aunt, yo?
Yeah, man. I have to get up with a flat all type of sticking man to move them out, man. This one duck, you know, but it doesn't make me have gun, you know. You know, see? And
it's most a dump your gun, man. It can't be nothing else.
They say, brethren, now listen to the program and say, yo, the night are hot. No, you give them the right reason. Don't be no leader and join and start no political party. Because you are the sacrifice now, you are the lamb where them are going to sacrifice, you know. So them to go represent themselves.
Well, I don't see that already, you know, brethren. So, me know everybody. And time, the amount of people that tell me that now, me just turn sideways. Because Dopey story, them tell me.
Quickly, Dopey story. If you look at most of the brethren them where come forward, either them get shot, assassinated, or them gone to jail. You see? And then right now, where the crowd of people then, where they say, yeah, man, how you have to deal with this, man? We then call it 9-day talk and everything top of your alone, you know, you know. Is it? Is it? Because you don't want the scapegoat, you know. Yes, I say to you.
You know, say, me go in a certain area and me never meet a so-called, what them call representative of an area where me live in a yet. From me know myself until now, me never meet a representative of an area where me live in a yet, ever.
Real. Is it? Because I hear Andrew Wallace attack. And I say, to the people there, you're in a partner attack, I say, boy, right now, them indeed carrying emergency, state of emergency, and the opposition, which is the people about it, why them to extend it to them to curb crime. No, they're not there for curb crime, you know.
No, I never hear you good about the curb crime. Where's the curb crime?
I tell them I try to curb the crime.
Oh, the JLP or the PNP?
No, it was a JLP was in
power.
Opposition. Yeah, he was in power.
Oh.
And I say to them, so I just said them can't hear those, they start out the thing properly and then they use.
Yeah.
Now when I watch the TV, I see a man stand up right behind and yo, I'm saying it. Then the Colonel Charles that. But I remember then they lock up Colonel Charles. You remember they lock up Colonel Charles?
That's the PNP, they lock up Colonel Charles and the JLP.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see it? And then he go write a book on that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I become suspicious of this state of emergency, which them say them are going to take up people, right? So they want to lock up, they lock up. Me hear a next thing again.
No, wait, when them to them out of state of emergency? Since that day?
No, when them that, from them time, man.
Oh, you talk Dopey story, a long time you talk about, man, a Dopey story.
Yeah, man, but it look like them are starting back, you know, because them are say crime get out of control.
Who are going to start state of emergency?
No, them have said like it look like that them out will go do.
Who said that? Who said look like that them go do?
No, I can't do a Bunting attack.
Oh, Bunting sound like you going to start a state of emergency.
Yeah, them say look like that them are going to go curb crime because since them going to need divine intervention.
Yeah, well a long time them need that and it not come yet, it get worse.
And it not come, you see me I say.
Yeah, so right to the wrong God.
And I there so I don't want them go build they can build a prison, yeah. But not for me because me can't bother go to jail.
So if you say Jamaica need a new prison now and set them
yeah, we need a new prison, but we don't want overseas people come to them and build a prison to send.
Send them people over here so.
Yeah, so youth we never.
So we could get it straight now. We need a prison, but we don't want Cameron come tell we say he going to build a prison that him can send film prisoners them in Jamaica. That is what we're really against is him saying that they're going to bring the prisoner them from England and come over here to we look about them. That is what we're really against.
Yeah, we don't want that.
But we're not really against the prison door.
We're not against it.
Okay.
You understand? But remember, if I could recall, I hear that him said the money where him was give the government. Yeah, him say for the prison and the railway.
Prison and railway?
Railway. Oh. Yeah, that means the train.
Yeah.
And I don't hear nobody talk about the train.
But the railway?
Spanish Town right now, you see train park up.
Okay.
Right at Spanish Town.
Well, no, when they try that, when the old man name again,
me know old man, me know him.
Him a part of the reparation thing and out.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, man. You know, some vex too, me can't remember his name. I me just see him the other day, you know.
And
him represent Clarendon there.
Yeah.
Mike Henry. And him start, I'm the cowboy, like the cowboy never hold it up, so him have to stop it.
You see it. So this is a part of our heritage, and them I go park up the train and I go take some picture of the train and, you know, show my kids them and things like that. Daddy or grandfather, you know, like to drive my train and go picture me can't take and say, yo, I don't know why I go on at this country, you know, because I look like I played up the school, you see it.
So you never drive in a train yet?
Yeah, but when I say, man, they don't want to be in the train when you have a beer, man.
It me used to take from Kingston to Montego Bay, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, man, it me used to take from anytime I go Moby at Kingston to Montego Bay, a train me go on.
Train, strictly.
From down Darling Street, down there, so.
And the train tap everywhere, make you know the way.
Tap everywhere, Tap at Clarendon, tap at this, tap at that. The first time we got train was one we go at Port Antonio. When I little Sunday school thing with my granny.
Yes.
Yeah, we go out Fort Antonio upon the train. And first time we go upon train, but me used to take train from Kingston to Mobile regular.
Regular, you see it.
Yeah.
And then they used to want to look about to left downtown, they got Port Royal.
Yeah. Go over, come over. Yeah, man.
Yes. And I talk about it and I ask them, you know, who I deal with the transport thing if they can run back the boat and run back the train. Right. And I just see it far upon this year. You know what, say, last week, Monday, I go downtown. I go to my craft market, go buy some stuff, yeah? And so, you know, so I walk up in my town a little, and I go to boom, and I look for what theater, and I say, take some picture. I say, wait. How them go build up when you see man Bolivar? A Bolivar, when call him, French man there. They hope one place where you can go view and see them. And what theater there, so look at people.
Right beside it.
Right beside it. So what them do, they abandon what theater and build up Simon.
No, different people build that, man.
Yeah, different people they foreign come set up that. Yeah. And what theater, which is a part or where I used to go watch pantomime.
You used to watch movie in there. You didn't know what movie used to show in there?
Yes.
Me used to remember what it when movie used to show in there.
Yes. The biggest pantomime, and I talk to somebody from the radio. You see? And them I say, you know, say somebody get money to fix the water.
Refurbish the water theater, yeah.
Yes, and the money get beaten up.
It gone in somebody's pocket.
Yeah, for the pocket the money. So you them do know. Them do carry one theater of uptown.
Okay.
That are up South Camp. They call local theater.
Yeah, liquor theater.
Yeah, carry up this and left this one and rat down. And when we look for the place, brethren, he say, yo, look out what theater or border sleeping at it.
Straight. Marcus
they glass them mash up and it's a drop off piece by piece.
Yeah, man.
You understand me?
Terrible.
I'm saying you can't have a part of the earth. All right. While living in Spanish Town, see? Them say the whole bridge. Yeah. The second oldest bridge in the world. And the second oldest bridge. So the king and the queen of Spain come and restore it. spend money and fix up it. To keep it in the seat and then go over the hospital and fix up the hospital and make sure everything alright there. So right then, you know, it come like say I pay Dopey story I go on, you know. So right
now, Dopey right me to know we have to move.
Yes.
Yes,
so right
give
now,
thanks.
I just sit back and just watch everything, you know.
You're gonna need that love as the silent rivers rushes through the ocean doors. When you find that love to your heart, keep it close. Take pride and place. You're a part of the human race. Don't feel unwanted. As a star, you've got your space. Hold on to your love. Hold on when love comes your way. Hold on, don't let it get away. You're gonna need that love someday. Oh, I love to you.
I want to give thanks to the time and the moment and the energy, you know, so we're going to forward again from 2 to 5:45 with the stepping razor, the art of war. And you know, say, we next, after this Thursday, the next Thursday, we are the Negril live broadcast with the stepping razor. Live broadcast with the stepping razor. We're going to the Negril. That we are saying.
Ooh, you treat me so good. I got to say thanks for your warm hospitality. Yeah. Hold on to your love. Hold on when love comes your way. Hold on, don't let it get away. You're gonna need that love someday. Your heart at ease. In this world crisis we live, we've been trampled up so low, but still we rise. I tell in their heart and the pain.
Yeah, the man call Matrix is here for him program, so you know, say, we not take no more call. We not take no more call at all. You understand? So, yeah, man, we want to heal up me hungry.
They always do the same. Put the blame on the people. Never use them praying. Praying on the people. It's just another game. Yeah, it's just another game. You'll get caught in your own mess. Cause you leave people homeless. Yeah. Slave masters and tax collectors, yeah. You're living off the people's sweat and tears. Can't believe you're so heartless. Take it all. chemical. All the mysterious diseases, no one knows where them coming from. You sit up in your high position, thinking that you are the down. I said soon your day will come. It's just another game, yeah. Playing on the people, they always do the same. Put the blame on the paper. Yes, them I use them brain. Preying on the paper. It's just another game. Another game. Only you have mercy, Jaja. To keep us when we cry. Oh, oh. Please don't touch us, Jaja. Oh, we need you more than ever now. Can't believe you're so heartless. Take it all for yourself, yeah. Them no check for the poor and needy.
Yeah, man, I tell you how to do the program without the computer. A matrix. I don't know what happened, you know. I have too much things that may not come out of my house, you know. And when I reach down, I realize about the computer at the back of the car. But we don't make it true from. I have my jump drive and one heap of CD. So about the jump drive is going to use for the program, you know. You never use jump drive, eh? I must about 500 tunes for that jump drive, you know. Yes, why you lose your computer though? Oh yeah, no, me I tell you, man. Me have so much things now. Me have food in that one, and me clothes in that one, and this in that one, and that. And when me reach down, I say, but I want a computer there. Me call me yard, me say the computer there right before me left it. But but we work it out though because the jingle them when we couldn't get prepared on my jingle them, we play the three thing them start the programming and that. And use the drum drive and couple CD or so with that. So I don't think nobody out there. No, I assure you, I don't think nobody out there knows say me nah do the program like how me usually do it tonight. And unless them are wait for your continent, finally, you know, the way they are. RFM, yeah, they're not hear that tonight. They're not hear that tonight. I know you know that tomorrow either. But you know, say. Why? I tell you that program is something else, no. For really do them program, you have to make sure say your blood pressure no run go. We tell you, man. For do them program, man, you have to call the amount of diverse calling and talking and your man have put me in some bracket and all that. Me never know, so me not a bracket at you know. Me never know. The man say, Uno. Who they bring white people have to come teach about Rasta and Ganja. And some really cool. I don't know if you call them, and some dirty-minded people them there. I mean, some people we call dirty mind and some dirty mind that, you know. Corrupt. If you really come really and look at Rasta, I mean, really, anyway, we don't have pressure the case. And you're programmed already, so start your program because we don't have no more music you can play there unless we can play it till you're ready. Or you can put some advertisement there.
Real thing. They're playing on the people. They always do the same. Put the blame on the people. And I use them praying on the people. It's just another game. Yeah, it's just another game. You get caught in your own mess. Cause you leave people homeless. Yeah. Slave masters and tax collectors. Yeah. You're living off the people's sweat and tears. Can't believe you're so heartless. Take it all the blame on the paper. Yes, them a use